Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Hope y'all are doing well. I have not announced what we're doing tonight because I've been very busy over the weekend. So, um, here we are. So, hopefully, y'all had a great weekend. The summer is ending. So, I feel like it's just been crazy. But tonight, I felt like it's probably good. We haven't done a chaos stream in a minute, so I feel like we should do that. If not, I will also petition for. I know we had done a couple album streams, or we can do some catch up. Whatever y'all are feeling tonight, I'm gonna keep it keep it open. Kaylee, hello. Gunky, what's up? Hello, thanks for hanging. Chaos, yeah. I should have expected that answer from you, so I'm not surprised. If y'all want chaos, it's fine. I'll wait till everybody rolls in. But yeah, that was it. Sally, hello. Thanks for hanging. But yeah, there was a lot of new stuff that came out. I see I'm looking at Ives' new song just came out. We can do chaos. Yeah, everybody's been saying chaos so far. So I'd be down to do chaos. I'm not opposed to it. Harmony, hey yo, thanks for hanging. Kala, hello. No Santa says I'm gonna hit 100K right as I have to disappear for a few months. What? Oh no, no Santa. Well, hopefully it's not them bad. Hopefully the no Santa camp is fire. So if not, positive blessings towards you and your crew. Unhi, hello. Thanks for hanging. Kaylee says we thrive on chaos. That is true. Y'all do thrive on chaos. That is true. It would be like a double entendre here though if there was some stuff on what's new that was also that was also utilized in in the chaos stream. So that would also be great. But who's to say? Biscuit, hello. Jazz, hello. Sarah, hello. Thanks for hanging. Cookie says chaos is just fun. That is true. Chaos is fun. You'll never. It's a grab bag. So, no, Santa says nothing serious, just evening classes. Yeah. Well, best of luck. Hopefully, schooling goes good for y'all. So, all right. Well, I guess we're doing chaos then. So, um, I don't know if I can. Can I do? Never mind. I was gonna say something, but uh, Gunky says a new Phantom Sita song just came out today. Perfect chaos song. I was gonna say they are the epitome of chaos here. So yeah, if you'd like to submit your points for it, I was gonna say if not, then it's fine too. I don't really care honestly. So I know most of y'all show up to show up, so it's not. I know who's here, who's not. But Diz, I don't know if you're here, Diz, but thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Fucking ads. So sorry, Diz. Thank you though. Oh. Um and Kaz says I need to pick something I was not prepared. That's true. That's true. Oh, okay. Okay, we're starting off with Lisa Queen. Okay. Also gotta open up my doc. I completely forgot I don't have that doc. All right. Cool. Okay. Very nice. All right. Andy, hello. Thank you for hanging. Also, thank you for joining Discord. I did see you join, so appreciate you coming through. Um, Andy, I don't know if you've been here before for this, but this is a chaos stream. If you use channel points, there's like 100 channel points. You can basically recommend me anything. So go check, go enlist whatever your choice is, and then I get an activity on the new song. So if you have any questions, I know chat is very nice, so they could explain it to you. But all you'd have to do is put your channel points in, and if you could give me the name, the song title, and then the link on YouTube, that would be sick. So if you are submitting, if not, don't feel obligated to. Just figure I'd mention it. So, all right, cool. This says, have you not got to Jinky or Keys release? I have not for either. So, feel free to send either one of those, Diz. I will check that out at a more immediacy. So, Diz says, I put them both on the list by IDK if I'll stay awake by the time you get to either. Yeah, if you put the one that I'm most either one that you're most excited for me to check out, I will listen. I'll try to get to yours a little bit more frequently. So, I Gaga. Hello, kind of new here, but can I send something to check out? I'm gonna do it. Yeah, feel free to. Like I said, if you give a follow to the Twitch, then I think you automatically get points. So, then you can utilize it there. Okay, very cool. Thank you, Gaga. Appreciate it. All right, cool. Well, we'll get into it because now it's starting to funnel in, so I'm getting scared. So let's check out Gunkies first. They have chosen Lisa's Queen. Ooh, okay. I have not listened to this one, I don't believe. Oh, it's a live. Okay, very interesting. All right, well, just give it a listen. Did I not have... Okay, I did not have the audio on, which I thought I did, but apparently I don't. All right, now it should be good. Okay. Should work. Oh. Sorry. I had work. I didn't get done till like 7. I'll call you tomorrow. Red light, green light. Ooh. So much fun. Wow. like fast like punk beat is crazy.
That's all life. Set me free. 私に限界はないや。
Wow. Oh man, very cool, very cool. All right, this was Lisa's Queen. If you're hanging out for our chaos stream for tonight, I haven't done one of these in a while, so it's good to get back in the fold here. This was great. I do love Lisa's material. Obviously, I feel like we're not really able to cover much Japanese stuff just because of copyright, and I know copyright is going to get more intense within the next couple months now, so we'll see we'll see what can happen. But I do love her music. I feel like every time we get into a Lisa collab, which are always incredible, but I feel like her mainline music I really haven't spent enough time on. But man, this was so much fun. Excuse me, so much fun. She has such a great like live energy to her that I feel like it's hard to encapsulate. Um, Not only I think her vocals are on point, but um, I feel like so much so like her energy and her crowd interaction is just so good. Like she just seems like she wants to be on the stage and is such a performer. And I love to see that as someone who has gone to see a lot of shows. I feel like Lisa is definitely one of those artists that I would love to see live at some point in my life. I think she would be an incredible artist to see perform. But I love this stage setup. I think her backing band was incredible too. I don't know what her name is that was doing a lot of the backing vocals with Lisa. She was also incredible as a vocalist too. So I wanted to give her flowers as well. But her live band is so tight. Like they sounded so on point. It was very fun. Also, I love I don't know if I guess they would be considered light sticks, but I kind of like their like little light sticks that she has. I didn't know. I don't know. I guess maybe I just didn't think that Japanese people would have that as well to some degree, but it is really cool. So obviously, I feel like she's after I know she did the opener for like Demon Slayer and stuff, so I feel like she kind of continues on and does like some really great opener songs, but also I think as well like collabs. I know, like I said, I know she's collabed with Stray Kids before, and then I think she had Stray Kids on one of her songs. So, I think she's building that momentum if it isn't already there already in the States, and more so abroad outside of Japan. So, very excited to see her kind of grow and flourish a little bit more outside of Japan. Just because I feel like she's one of those great talents that you love to see do well. So, great stuff. This was awesome, and also shout outs to whoever is doing like the live recording of this. They also did a really fantastic job as well too. So, good stuff. Good stuff. Very nice. All right, let's see here. No, this is a bad friend. Yeah. Well, it's not a friend, but I know what you mean though. I get it. Um, let's see. Everyone was saying they enjoyed the live clips. Guy says love her voice. Kyle says love the energy. Gunky says this live is so fun, and also loved her energy as well. Very nice. I did get confirmation it was the Skiz collab. Very nice. Biscuit and Gunky also said that they would love to see her live. I would third that. That's awesome. And Gunky says since this video came out, I've been waiting for chaos, so I could recommend this. It's a great live video. So I fully get it. So very nice, very nice. All right, Sally, we are moving on to yours next. You have chosen Dino from 17, Duckworth, and The Word Alive. Wow, I know that is actually the Word Alive back there on my on my wall over there. So I've I'm very familiar with them. So I have seen clips of this. I have not listened to the song, so I'm excited to listen to it. But I am familiar with Duckworth. I know I've heard some of his music on my own, and obviously I know Dino from 17. So Sally says this was the theme song for the 2025 Esports World Cup. They performed it in Saudi Arabia. I did see that. I did see that. I follow Telly, the vocalist for the War Alive. I've known him for quite a long time. So, very cool. All right, let's check it out. I'm stoked. Haven't listened to this yet. So,
What's it gonna be when they come? Empty up the streets, raise them up. It's the enemy. Would you run and hide or stand and fight? Player to the piper. Who don't wanna blame me all under fire? Stay up through the night. Cause if you sleep sound, you might sleep too tighter. Can't take fight from the fighter. Can't take war from the warrior. Can't take soul from the soldier. But they trade all that to beat him. And when it's all done, that they want more. When we settle the score, hide from the truth, none escape. Staring you right in the face. Fight, fight, battles on the page.
nice.
Just ran out of ink, my fingers start to bleed. I'll be the last one standing, beat you at your game. Push me to the brink, go ahead and cut me dead until my fingers bleed. I outlive the enemy until my fingers bleed. .9, but my heart on A3. You know I'm doing well, cause my ops really hate me. Looking mad in the stands, he a fraud, she a fan. You ain't gotta drop bands, get these fists in demand. Checkmate, homie, when the king advances. You was dumb tryna throw a right hook on cashes. I bobbed and I weaved and I jabbed for practice. He gon' fall the fastest, catching Z's like mattress, he's out. Can't take fight from the fighter. Can't take war from the warrior. Can't take soul from the soldier. But they trade all that to beat him. And when it's all done, but they want more. When do we settle the score? Hide from the truth, not escape. Ain't no more hiding from fate. Battles on the page. Just ran out of ink, my fingers start to bleed. I'll be the last one standing, beat you at your game. Push me to the brink, go ahead and cut me dead until my fingers bleed. I outlive the enemy. Go ahead and cut me until my fingers bleed.
Nice. All right, cool. This was Dino from 17, Duckworth, and Telly from The Word Alive. And the song is Till My Fingers Bleed. Very nice. Connie says, is there just anything or with a theme? It's anything right now. I don't have a theme. We are just rocking with what we got. So if you've got something, it can be pretty much anything. So, um, very nice. Let's see what we got. We got a couple comments here. Harmony says, love Dino's voice. Dino's got a great voice. I do really like 17 a ton. I feel like I go through phases with them, not in a bad way. I feel like there's times where I'm like, ooh, wow, I really enjoy their music, and then binge a lot of their music, and then find another group to listen to, and then we'll listen to like another 17 song. I'm like, man, I really liked 17, and I'll go and listen to more 17. So very cool. Duckworth was cool to hear again. I feel like I don't keep up as much with his music. But I really enjoyed his rap section. I think he's got a really interesting tone. And I felt like in this song he was utilized really well. I would have maybe liked If he was doing like a little bit of rapping at the end, I thought that would have been really cool to kind of make the song seem a little bit more full circle. But I really enjoyed that. And Telly, I'm probably the most familiar with. Obviously, I'm familiar with Dino 17 as well, but Telly, I've been listening to him sing probably for the better part of a decade now, if not more now. I If I can find the photo, I'll post it. But there is a really old photo of me with him, with Telly, that I took at Warp Tour many moons ago. So I've been following him in the Word Alive and like his other projects as well for quite a bit. But his voice is so much fun. I feel like he ages so well. I would put him up there with, for also all of my emos, I'd put him up there with one of my other favorite artists of that genre. What I also really enjoyed Shane Told from Silverstein. I feel like he has aged gracefully as well with his voice. But yeah, I really feel like, to me, this was a good representation of all of them. I think obviously this song was mostly Dino, which is great. I think he's got great vocals, but I feel like Telly did a great job too. Like, I would have loved to hear them kind of do a little bit of more harmonization. I think that would have been really sick. That's probably my only, it's not really a gripe. I just kind of wished their vocals would have been layered a little bit better. I think that would have been something I would have enjoyed. I imagine they probably do it more so live, which would make sense. But in terms of the song and lyricism, I thought it was good. I didn't think there was anything bad with it. But yeah, Telly's voice again is so iconic to me, and hearing like obviously Duckworth and Dino as well was another lovely treat that just kind of combines my worlds together. So yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. So this was really incredible. So very, very good stuff. I'm glad that I did not listen to this one when I had the opportunity to listen to it. So very nice. Kaylee says, "Oh my God, girl math. Brandon has indirectly met Tina." Listen, if you're girl math, and then I mean I feel like that would be incorrect, So, but very cool. Yeah, shout outs to Word Alive. Always big fan. Always good seeing them. But very nice. We're keeping the train moving tonight. Thank you, Sally. Harmony, you are next. We are doing Crimson Rain by Ember. Ooh, okay. I'm curious what this is. I want to say, just off of naming convention, I think it might be more rock coded, but I could be wrong. So, Hardy says, Ember is a duo formed from previous members of Guy and Kari from the Japanese group XY. They debuted on July 18th of 2025. Oh, okay, so very recent. All right, very excited. Let's check it out. What an intro. Holy shit.
Look at my passion, but you are mocking every day. Looking for answers to the questions that don't make sense, baby. 심이 타리다 해내 어떠세 바라가 버리나 가세가 내질 때가 like a shovel. Just to keep
Interesting guitar choice.
I'm searching in the dark, but you will nowhere to be found. Nobody's here to hear your voices. Crimson
Cool. Love how he's using like the jazz hand setup for the drumming. That's wild. Okay.
Broken dreams, yeah, I still get start shouting. broken promise, unfulfilled expectations. I don't wanna bullshit or lose it. No excuses, time to break it down, raise the boom boom boom. I know that I'm the way the shit, you don't wanna mess that now. You're sure, now you go kick the door if you get it right. In this world, the world on ground, screaming like a shoot. I engine shed a sound of a withering flower. I'm searching in the dark, but you are nowhere to be found. Nobody.
Love his like tone, good tone. Gorgeous piano section. Keychain, yeah, let's go. Hey. Ooh. Wow. All right. That's awesome. Very sick. All right, Harmony. Thank you. This was Embers, excuse me, and their song Crimson Rain. Very nice. Wow. This is a great song. They made me a new fan. I gave them the sub, so y'all should go subscribe to them as well. Wow, this is incredible. I love the combination of like rock instrumentation or maybe like borderline metal instrumentation with like orchestral arrangements. There's just something about it that like gives me some of like the gives me some groups that I listen to still that I really love. If you love the combination of like these really like classical like nuanced sort of stuff, I would also recommend if you're in the emo space, there's this band called Chiodos. It's Chiodos. They incorporate a lot of like those intricate like classical piano style like verses and stuff. I'll probably have to show them at some point, but it kind of reminded me of that, and I mean that in the most nicest way because I love that band. And I love this. Just a combination of like the strings, like the cello sounds, the piano. It was just so good, and I think the combination of all those things just seemed like the perfect recipe for that sort of vibe. So I really love that. So I enjoyed this a ton. This is a banger track. I'm very excited to see what else they're gonna do. I also really love their vocalist. He's got such a like warm tone to his vocals, but also has like a really good projection, and the way that he kind of pushes out his vocals, I think is just really incredible. So this was awesome. The only thing I was a little surprised with was their one guitarist. So I'm pretty sure it's a Tele Acousticaster, which is like a amalgamation of an acoustic guitar and also a like Stratocaster guitar. So it's basically my guitar. It's basically this guitar, but instead of it having the 3 pickups, it has an acoustic setting in the middle, and then it has an actual like pickup at the end. So I assume the guitarist was mostly using just the pickup. But I thought that was very interesting. I was a little I was a little bit surprised. You don't typically see them, so I was a little concerned, but I don't know why, but you know, it is what it is. I feel like as a guitar player, I had to point that out because I was it was a little interesting, but I like it. It was a memorable choice to say the least. So very, very cool, very cool. Thank you, Harmony. Like I said, I'll be keeping my eyes peeled for them. That's awesome stuff. Let's see. Hari says my YouTube algorithm has been bonkers lately. Recommending me all sorts of random stuff. This was one of them. That was I would say the algorithm did great on that, so I'm not complaining. Harmony also says I'm not complaining. I've found a few new artists that I'm checking out because of it. Ooh, very nice. It looks like Connie got her answer. So okay, cool. Paige, thanks for hanging. Hello, this is my first time seeing you. Thanks for coming through. Hopefully it looks like you're welcomed in. So love to see it. Diz, yes, I will be putting this on Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, if you do watch a lot of the stuff on Patreon, everything is up to date in terms of what is out already. If you are watching this on YouTube, then that is that'll come out at a later date. So let's see. Hardy says it's absolutely interesting sound, but yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they do in the future too. Ooh, very nice. Yes. Page, yes, you can. Kaylee looks like they answered it, so very nice. We love all music here, but you can recommend whatever you like. Typically, we're in the K-pop space right now, but we've listened to a couple rock songs already so far, so very nice. Kala, you are next. We're doing Bus. No status. Ooh, okay, very interesting. All right, let's check it out. I'm very, very curious what this is gonna be. I feel like chaos is always fun because I never know what I'm gonna get. So, Callis says I mentioned Bus a few streams ago. Thought I'd share a song from them. They're a tied 12 members. Wow. Okay, so they're giving 17 a run for their money in terms of people. They are in fact a Bus. Paige says I love Bus. And Harmony says I love Bus. Ooh, okay. Well, let's check it out then. Okay.
เธอกักใจฉันไม่ให้ไปไหนอยู่ในสถานะที่ไม่มีสถานะเพราะเราต้องมีแค่เรา right now
Those drum sounds are in your face.
ไม่ต้องการ feel oh yeah ไม่ต้องร้อนคอยคบกันเมื่อเรานั้นพร้อมขอแค่มีที่ไว้ฉันก็พอฉันจะไปเธอจะมาก็สิ่งกันไม่มีปัญหาจะไม่งอนไม่ง้อยเสียเวลา Cause I don't mind แค่มีเธอเอาไว้อยู่เป็นที่สบายใจกันไม่ต้องคิดกันเลยคนนั้น Anytime แค่เพียงเธอทักมาและฉันจะไปหาเธอทันทีให้เธอเป็นคนสำคัญที่ฉันเว้นไว้เท่านั้นไม่เคยยอมเป็นแบบนี้กับใครที่ไหนเพราะแค่เป็นเธอฉันพร้อมแค่เราเข้าใจก็พอไม่ต้องรีบไฟความสัมพันธ์ตอนนี้เธอฉันไม่ไปไหนอยู่ในสถานะที่ไม่มีสถานะรับรองต้องมีแค่เรา right now we're doing fine แต่ว่าการใจทำไมต้องการ feel oh yeah
It's got a high register. Huh. I like this. Very textured.
เคลียร์ไม่ต้องมาหึงไม่ต้องมาห่วงตามฟิลแฟร์ๆไม่ต้องคิดแบบคู่กันแบบชิล I don't mind if you see someone else that's fine cause doing myself ก็กันไม่พ มุ่งมั่นไม่วางทางไม่บังคับก็แค่เราเข้าใจก็แค่เราไว้ใจไม่ต้องกลัวใครมองรู้ว่าใครจะเปลี่ยนสบายสบาย free from relationship ให้เธอเป็นคนสำคัญที่ฉันหวั่นไหวเท่านั้นไม่เคยยอมเป็นแบบนี้กับใครที่ไหนเพราะแค่เป็นเธอฉันพร้อมแค่เราเข้าใจก็พอไม่ต้อง define ความสัมพันธ์ตอนนี้เธออยากให้ฉันไม่ให้ไปไหนอยู่ในสถานะที่ไม่มีสถานะรักเราก็มีแค่เรา right now we're doing fine แต่ว่าการใจแต่ไม่ต้องการ feel oh yeah
It feels like a 360 like sound. That's wild.
อยู่ในสถานะที่ไม่
Production's cool.
มีสถานะรักเราก็มีแค่เรา right now we're doing fine แต่ว่าการใจแต่ไม่ต้องการ feel oh yeah
Hey. Nice. All right.
เธอกักใจฉันไม่ให้ไป
more?
ไหน
Okay.
อยู่ในสถานะที่ไม่
They said we're not done.
มีสถานะรักเราก็มีแค่
Oh,
เรา
never mind.
right now we're doing fine แต่ว่าการใจแต่ไม่ต้องการ feel
I lied.
oh yeah
They were actually done. Very nice. All right, this was Bus and their song No Status Status. Ooh, okay. Very nice. Thank you, Kala. I like this. This was this was true. I do also agree with Kala. I feel like their nails were on point, you know. I enjoyed them. And I don't paint my nails. So I okay, that's not true. I have painted my nails, but not that way. So very cool. I love when we get to cover like and I mean this in the nicest of ways. I love covering K-pop, but I love covering like other I love covering other countries like take on like pop music, right? It's just so interesting, and everybody's way of going about the stylization is just so interesting and intriguing to me. I hope we get to do it more, just because I think I think it's important for the culture, certainly, and it's cool to see other people's like again takes on pop music as a collective. But I thought this was great. Really enjoyed it. I will have to go and listen to some more of Bus's music as a collective. I'm curious to see if like some of their other songs are in this sort of vein. But I did really like that. I did really like a lot of the texturization of this song. Like there was a lot of cool production aspects of this song that really intrigued me. I more specifically, there was a lot of interesting like sounds and like clicks and bangs and like just a bunch of interesting noises. And at first I was like, they sound like a lot and they seem a little over the top. But I feel like as the song kind of progressed, like I started to realize that I didn't think it was as over the top as initially listening to it, but then I think as the song kind of got more and more interesting, it was like, wow, this feels like such a integral part to their sound, or at least for this song. And I feel like the song probably wouldn't have as much variation or like direction to the song that I feel like, just because of all these different things going on, makes it fun and lively. So I love the fact that they incorporated it, and I think it really does make the song fun. There's a lot of cool production things, as I mentioned before. I love like kind of the big like overarching sounds as well. Like there's a lot of cool like panning and like the way that they kind of almost make you feel like you're sitting in a chair, but like the sounds are coming at you in more of a 360 sort of direction, where I feel like most music you can kind of have like more of a spatial awareness of it, where I felt like maybe with this song there was I don't want to say there was less spatial awareness. I think there was just a ton of spatial awareness where you could hear something like in the corner over here or this over here, and I was like, I thought it was very interesting. So I definitely enjoyed this a lot. Again, we'll have to go back and listen. I don't know any of the members of Bus, so I do apologize on that. But they were all great. I love the rap section. That was probably, y'all know I love the rappers. I thought the rap section was really fun, but I will also say that the chorus is really damn catchy. So this was great. Like I said, I hope we get to cover more of them, but I thought it was rad. This was a banger. So rightfully on the list here. Love to see it. So Diz, we're moving on to yours. Diz says, love you apologizing over not knowing members of a group you just heard. Listen. People think that I that I spend so much time on here doing it. I just like to air out the grievances before they happen, So let's see. Kaylee's comment killed me. Fun noises in all caps destroyed me. That was great. Biscuit says, ooh, the outfits are fun. Paige says, Alan, oh my god. And also said, my bias is Copper. Okay, very interesting. Callis says, one of the members, Copper, is Baby Monster's Chiquita's brother. Ooh, I'll have to remember that. That's cool. Shout outs to Baby Monster. They're also great too. So, Gucky says, Brady, you should know every member of every group. That would be a stretch even for me, but I feel like always apologizing is the default position to be in. So all right, very cool. We're gonna keep it moving here. Diz, you are next. I know you only sent me the link, but I already know it's gonna be key, so I don't have to. There's no guesswork on that one, but very cool. I'm excited to check this out. I know Diz is very fond of Key, so wrong? Oh, okay. I thought you were for sure gonna give me Key, to be fair. So little surprised on this one. We'll check it out though. Oh, yes, please. My bias. ONEW. Oh, let's go. Thank you, Diz. We just barely snuffed out watching it last stream, so I'm stoked. Welcome back, Jess. Love that chorus. Oh. That rhythm section change up. What? What? I don't even want to know. I had no idea ONEW tried out for Twilight. That's crazy. Wow. All right. Cool. All right. All right. All right. This was ONEW's Animals. Diz, thank you for allowing me to listen to my bias. ONEW. Love to see it. Um, this was good. I liked it. Listen, I don't remember these scenes being in Twilight at all, but maybe it's been a while since I've seen that movie, so could have happened. I can't give a straight face about that. Anyway, no, I liked it. This was very solid. I enjoyed this more than I thought I would. And that's not to say that I feel like I have to love all of his stuff, but I feel like this one is probably going to grow on me. Like I liked a lot of the elementation of it. I feel like there have been some other songs of his that just immediate, like it's good. Like I feel like this one's definitely on that road, certainly, but this one's going to take a little growing. I think it's mostly like the intricacies of this song. There's a lot of interesting like rhythm switches in this track that I really like. There is, I would say, most notably in the second verse, like he went from normal time, then there was like a halftime section in like one bar, went back to normal time. I don't know if it went back to halftime again after, but it was very unique. And I feel like just kind of the juxtaposition of like the way that the song's arranged, I thought was very interesting. So I appreciate that. The bridge feels entirely disconnected from the rest of the song, but I feel like in K-pop, I've noticed that a lot of bridges have been a little bit different. But I feel like what I noticed about ONEW, especially with the most current title tracks that he's released so far, they've all been so damn catchy. There's just something about his music that scratches that itch in my brain that is just like, man, am I just like I probably am biased because ONEW is my bias, but in Shiny, but I do find that a lot of his, I feel like a lot of his music, I'm always like, his voice really kind of pulls me through a lot of these songs, and I think that like his vocals become more incredible as like these new I would say like at least the newest 3 or 4 songs that he's released so far. I've just been like, damn, like his vocals continue to get more like impressive with each song, and I felt like this one he was able to use a lot more of his range than I thought beforehand. I think he always kind of has like new tricks up his sleeve with each new title track drop. So I really liked it. This one I felt like he used more of his like lower range, and then also as well, conversely, like a lot of falsetto tones too. So it was a cool juxtaposition. I didn't feel like there was as much mid-range sweetness that I feel like he normally brings, but I thought this was great. I will say this one will probably grow on me more. There was definitely, like I said, other ONEW title tracks within the past year or so that I've just been like was on. It was like, oh, so good. I love this shit. This one I feel like will grow on me a little bit more. I also just can't get over I can't get over this scene. Like I just can't. I saw this and I like lost my fucking shit. Like it's just so good. Like what is this? Like I pure shock hit my face on that one. So man, this was wild, but very nice. I listen, y'all know I love ONEW, so I only mean it with the nicest of comments here, but Let's see. Diz says he hasn't commented on it once. That's the funniest part. Yeah, like I feel like it would just be a bit, right? Like it has to be. Like to me, I would think it's a bit. Like why would you include this and have no I feel like it would be great if he just went on like press tours and said nothing about it. He's almost as if like he's like, "What are you talking about? This scene didn't happen." You know, like that'd be crazy. But Connie says, "I love him so much. I'm sad I can't go see his concert." Oh, hopefully he comes back to your to Chile. That'd be awesome. Diz and Jinky 1111. Hey, let's go. Diz also says he largely picked this up for a more upbeat concert performance. It's going to be so much fun to see it live. I agree, and at least he still gives us bridges. That's also true. Paige says, "Is this his first solo?" Oh God. He could. Diz says he completely blanked it during the MV reaction. I think I was just like, what? Why the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like he's like, if you look at this scene, if we watch this scene back, right? He's in like this red section, like there's nothing going on. Like why? Like, and then he's back to normal. Like at least it would make more sense or be more hilarious if like ONEW showed up in like a fucking fursuit. You know what I mean? Like like that would be hilarious. Like I would still be jamming along to the chorus, but I mean I feel like it would check out at that point, you know? Diz says then he has been imitating everything from freshly caught fish to T-Rex's F fan sides. Listen, I respect I respect the drive, you know what I mean? Like I respect the levels that you would have to go to be a bit. You know what I mean? Like for this to know absolutely that you need to keep this in, like I just can imagine him going to not only the like record label but also to like the MV producer, and it's like, all right, listen guys, so I need your team to craft up a CGI werewolf where I look into the light and I become a werewolf. You know what I mean? Like I can just imagine him pitching that and like have a fucking whiteboard of that conversation. That's crazy. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that conversation. So that, oh, so weird, but I love it. I respect it, you know. Keeping the weird flag flying. I respect it. I respect it. Jazz says so random. Connie says he's coming in November, but I can't go because I already used the money to get Super Junior tickets, and also my phone died yesterday, so I got to buy a new one. Oh, sorry, Connie. Hopefully next time. And best of luck with y'all. So, this says I would not be surprised if that is exactly as it went. It's just crazy. Like, oh my god, so. I love it. I listen, ONEW being ONEW. That's real. That's real meets real, you know. So I respect this. This is not to draw it out any longer, but this was cool. I enjoyed this. Thank you, Diz. Hopefully we'll check the key song out. You better be on the horn and we'll check it out. But very nice. All right. Gaga, you are next. We have VVS facts. I want to say we have listened to some VVS stuff. I don't know if we've listened to facts, but I know we have listened to some. So let's check it out. I'm stoked. Let's give it a listen. Okay, we have no. I don't think we've seen this.
Even look at the price when I'm walking through the checkout. Yeah,
That's a good rhyme scheme. I gotta give him that.
Everything's facts, no maybe. Everything's facts, no maybe. Yeah. When I pull up to the party, yeah, we dressed in all black.
Damn. There's some good ad-libs over top. All right, very cool. This was in fact VVS, and the song is called Facts. So very cool. Gaga, thank you. I enjoyed this. We have listened to some VVS songs. I'm 95% sure. I think Unhee was the last one who recommended VVS. I enjoyed this. This was fun. I the songs that I remember VVS were like a little bit more like rap heavy, which is fine. I do like the rap stuff. But man, this was good. This was good. I was genuinely surprised because, like I said, I haven't done it, but I will. We haven't done like all of their material, but I know we have done some. But I really enjoyed this a lot. The choreography was incredible too. Which I didn't see beforehand. I think we've only watched like 2 MVs from them so far. But this was damn catchy. Like the rap verses were sick. Like the rhyming scheme was incredible. I feel like it just feels like more of a step up from what I remember VVS was, and I enjoyed them at that point too. So it was cool to see kind of the vibe. But yeah, I was rocking with this song. Vocals were cool. I loved the ad-libs over the top in that final chorus. That was like on point. So I'll have to give this a listen. I'm curious to listen to the title track. I'd imagine this is a B-side. But I'll have to check out the title if we haven't already. So great recommendation, Gaga. Thanks for the pick. Let's see. Euphamali, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you coming in. Thanks for rocking with us. Connie says, wait a minute, this is not VVS, right? It is them. This is so different. I like this song. Ooh, okay, very nice. Diz says, it's 2 a.m. I can't wait for a second round. Key will just have to wait. Someone does want to request it. Feel free, even without me, I can catch up on Patreon. Thank you, Diz. Appreciate you. Hopefully you get some good sleep. I know the time zone sucks. Saturday, I believe I will be streaming, so come through Saturday. That'd be awesome. Uni says, I put this in What's New when it came out, but I think it got skipped because it was a B-side. Glad we got to it now, though. Oh, yeah, so I was right. It was Uni, so very nice. Yeah, time zones do suck ass, so thank you, Diz, for pulling up. Gaga says, this was my song of the summer. It is a B-side. Okay, perfect. Euphamali says, thank you. First time came across some of your YouTube videos today and noticed Twitch live. Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, so many new people. Welcome through. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're doing a bunch of requests, so if you give a follow, you'll get points and stuff. So appreciate you rocking. I always do these Monday, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So appreciate you rocking with us. But very nice. Enjoy this. Thank you, Gaga, again. Speaking about longtime homies of the show, we've got Kaylee. They have chosen a Lucy video, so very nice. We're gonna be doing them. I love Lucy. Y'all know that. Kaylee says, I have no idea if you've listened to this or not. If you have, I have something else. Okay, I will check it out. Yeah, if you could do the link, that would be preferable with the name, but if not, then I can always type. So it's not a big deal. But all right, let's see. Have I listened to this? I don't know. Yes, join the Discord. Kaylee is correct. Thank you, Kaylee. You communicate a lot there. This does not look like I've seen it before. Kaylee. Oh! page, I do have the name. So if I just copy paste the name over, I think it should be fine. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Oh. Kaylee's gonna get me back on a fucking Lucy binge again. They pitched his vocals down. Yes. It's gonna forever bite me in the ass that I didn't see Lucy live. Shit.
앉아 계실 거예요. 앉아 계실 겁니까? 일어나시죠.
Gaga, thanks for hanging. Appreciate ya. Hopefully you see you on Saturday. It will not be 2 a.m. when I stream, so hopefully.
찾아나가고 싶어도 과열돼 난 쓰러져 넌 뜨거워지겠어 불타더라도 놀라기 없는 햇빛 그 아래서 찍은 사진 속 네가 분명 라일락 꽃향기에
Don't forget to join the Discord, Gaga, if you are.
내 주변에 모래만 가득한 걸 뭐야 뭐야 화면 너머라도 널 보면 시원해지는데 사랑이 너라 내 맘이 너의 세계로 가득 채워져 한여름에 짜증 일어나고 아쉬움인가 내 마음 위에 김이 받아서잖아 어딘가에 오아시스 떨어뜨려도 필요해 찾아나가고 싶어도 과열돼 난 쓰러져 너 뜨거워지겠어 불타더라도 놀라기 없는 햇빛 그 아래서 찍은 사진 속 네가 막혀 분명 라일락 꽃향기에 노란 계곡인데 내 주변에 모래만 가득한 걸 뭐야 뭐야 화면 너머라도 널 보면 시원해지는데 사랑이 너라 내 맘이 너의 세계로 가득 소리 질러
Oh my god. God.
앞에 서 있는 난 바다를
So sick.
숨쉬는 법도 이제 신나서 퐁당퐁당 거리 넘어서 너에게로 달려오고 싶어 나도 그렇게 시원한 바람이 되어줄래 너에게 한여름에
Oh my god. Very nice. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Kaylee again for the Lucy video. Listen, I feel like Kaylee made me want to watch this and ultimately regret the fact that I did not get to see Lucy live. I feel like there's like I have artists on a list that I regret not seeing and I feel like Lucy is one of those is amongst artists on my proverbial I need to see list that I just need to see Lucy. Listen, Leo presents. I know you did the last one. Please bring Lucy back to the States. I would be eternally grateful. Thank you. Thank you. That's my TED talk. Thank you. Um I man, I feel like there's so much fun. Like there's just something about there for those who are uninitiated or don't know. I am from a more like band centric background. A lot of my musical knowledge is from mostly like metal and rock and stuff. So that's primarily the genres that I was listening to up until maybe a couple years ago. And then I kind of shifted, still listen to metal, still listen to all that sort of stuff. I love it. But I feel like when we get into K bands, I have a special love for them. There's just something about them that I just really appreciate. I think it's just because again I'm so familiar with seeing bands and seeing the kind of the camaraderie of a live show with those types of members. And I feel like Korean bands just do it to a whole different degree, and I love that. But this was so incredible. I know I have seen a good fair share of live material from Lucy, and I feel like I am almost always just floored by how good they are, and you know how much fun they are live. Like I mean, this was even in back in 2023, and I still feel like they, are one of those groups that just command a good live energy to them. The like beginning intro section was wild with like the dueling bass and violin was incredible. That violin solo was insane as well. Like there's just something about that. I feel like their musicality is just so intense in a good way that I feel like I'm always just like I feel like I should never forget their music, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, like I feel like it's the piece of candy meme where it just like there's some group that that takes over the position in my head, and then I migrate that one to the next one, and I move that one to the next one. So I feel that sometimes I forget how much I love the K band stuff, and so I feel like Kaylee almost always resets me on what I end up listening to some to varying degrees. So, but yeah, this was incredible. I love seeing it. So this was a great live performance. Again, they're such a fun live performance. So Gunky says, Brandon, you weren't ready for this live. I was not, no, but I love them. They're great. And the songs were Haze and Hot. Very cool. Kyle says, I'll constantly reminisce about their concert. It was incredible. Paige says, my best friend saw Lucy live in the front row. Wow. She sent me a bunch of videos too. She met them after and took pics with them. Oh, that is incredible. Biscuit says, yes, please bring them back. I will beg to to see them again. So and Jess says they sold out here before I managed to get tickets. Oh, well, hopefully next time. Hopefully we're going to put the positive juju out there. If links go up, we're going to post that link 20,000 times so everyone in chat can get tickets that live here, hopefully. So that'd be sick. Hari says, a friend of mine saw them twice. Wow. And got a poster signed for me. I have it framed, but still need to hang it up. Oh, wow. Okay. That's awesome. I have seen one Lucy vinyl, and I feel like I need to buy it, but I haven't been able to locate it. So, and I imagine it's going to be so hard to find it in like Korea and have it shipped. So, but if anyone has the foreknowledge for that, let me know. Cause I would do it. So, Paige says, do you listen to ONEW? I do. We did a deep dive a long time ago. That's on one of the playlists on YouTube already. So I have listened to ONEW. I do love ONEW as well. They're incredible. So, very nice. All right, we're gonna keep the train a moving. Thank you, Kaylee, again. We love it. But Biscuit has chosen Ren's flashback. Ooh, okay. I am not familiar, but we are going to get indoctrinated. So love to see it. Biscuit says this is a Japanese artist I've been listening to. Ooh, I know Biscuit's got the heat when it comes to some Japanese artists. So let's see what Biscuit is cooking with tonight. Love to see it. Ooh, I'm already digging. He's got a unique tone. He's got such a cool, like, low range tone too. Wow. Oh, dig it. Their drummer is cooking too. Holy shit. Wow. All right. Wow. I was not expecting it to end there. That's cool. I'm digging. All right. Very nice, very nice. This is Ren flashback. Thank you, Biscuit, for the recommendation. I feel like Gungi and Biscuit, and there's a few others that just have some good Japanese recommendations, and you love to see it. Harmony's great as well too. So, this was incredible. First information in terms of Ren, like I said, not too familiar with him prior to this song, but I liked it. He's got a really characteristic, like his voice has a lot of characteristics to it that I think is really impressive. Like I love he's got like this really nice like higher range tone, but like it has a unique kind of tonality to it that I really like. I think also coupled with like a little bit of, I think Harmony pointed it out as well, but like the raspy tone that he has in that like low range, so cool. I love hearing the kind of contrast of that. I think it works out really well. And then like when he's able to kind of do a little bit more of that like belting sort of stuff, I think it really comes to life that much more so. So I think his range is really fun. I would say, at least for me, my personal preference or take on it, I think his sweet spots, that like low mid-range tone, I think he just absolutely nails it. So I loved hearing that. I also got to give a shout outs to his backing band, or if he was doing some of the instrumentation for this song. This was incredible. The guitar work was really fun. I like how it had a little bit of distortion on it. It wasn't too aggressive, but like had just enough distortion to it to kind of give it that sort of rockish sort of feel to it. The bass work was really grooving and moving. I also love that he didn't really like he or she didn't stay into the pocket. I like that it kind of broke off and had a little bit of movement to the track, so I appreciate that a ton. But honestly, probably along with the vocals, my next favorite part was the drumming. Drumming was so sick. I loved a lot of the different like drum tonalities that they used. Just like there was one section where like typically you would put your drumstick on your like palm of your hand, and you would like press it down on like the rim of the snare drum to kind of give that like clicking and popping sort of sound to it. So I love that. And that was like, again, there was just like a lot of like interesting techniques that were utilized really well in this track that I think really kind of separate it from the song. Like if it just had like normal drums and that like 4/4 arrangement, or there wasn't a lot of movement or like fills in the song, I feel like it would maybe seem a little bit plain. But like just the fills, the drumming, like just seemed like it had a lot of character, and I think that ultimately aided the song in such a beautiful way. So really cool. I'll have to check out more of Ren's music. This is again my first introduction to them, but I felt I really enjoyed it a lot, and I would be going to give it more of a listen in the foreseeable future. So this was great. Enjoyed this a ton. So let's see what we got here. Connie says ooh, I like his voice. Euphamali says, I've been trying to find more music, so this is so fun for me. Well, appreciate it. That's what the that's what the chaos and the catch-up streams hopefully are for, so we love to do it. Harmony says, I love the gravelly sound in his voice. Agreed. And Biscuit says, yes, his tone is what made me look him up. And then Gunky's and Biscuit's comments about copyright. Yeah, it's so rough. I mean, like, I get it from the business perspective, but I feel like it's free promotion, for most of the parts. So it's a little upsetting that it can't always be that way, but it happens. Andy says, I'm loving this song. I agree. Callus says, that was great. Jazz says, I love it. And Connie says, he has a decent amount of music on Spotify. Interesting. I'll have to listen to his music. And then Biscuit says, I think he debuted in 2021. Ooh, okay. Very nice. So not terribly long ago, but that's 4 years. That's like not around the corner anymore, but very cool. Very proud of him. I'm going to give him a sub now, just so I know if he releases new music. So, speaking about Connie, who I mentioned earlier, they have chosen Newest, W, and the song Lie. Ooh, okay. I feel like, was Newest one of the groups we were going to cover? I feel like we might ultimately cover it if they're a part of a Boys Planet. If they're part of a Boys Planet deep dive future tense, I wouldn't be surprised. So Connie says, let's go, and Biscuit says Newest. Okay, well, let's check out Lie. Minhyun. Okay, I have listened to some Newest songs, that is true.
꺼내지 말걸 넌 내 맘 같아 좀 성가신걸 이게 바로 나인지 널 잃어서 된 건지 내 맘이 못된 건지 눈을 감아 보이지가 않아 난 슬픔은 검은색 알아 전부 다 느낄 수가 없단 걸 전부 깨진 걸 네가 없는 나는 초라해진 나를 해도 너 해도 나 봐봐 Oh baby 바도 잘 없고 보고 싶지 않고 그래 Oh 나는 이대로 너 아니라도 다른 누구라도 Oh baby 더 사랑할 수 있다는 lie 내 혼자만 lie 모두 거짓말 문득 이럴 때 네가 없구나 하루하루가 내 머릿속에 네 온기와 느낌이 짙어지면 더 그리워 baby 날 무너뜨려 너의 손에 꿀게 이렇게 널 그리워서 거리림도 없고 그래 나는 이대로 널 그리워해 아무 이유 없어 그래 널 그리워한 I 내 혼자만 love you 보고 싶은 너 문득 이럴 때 너는 없구나
Very nice. All right, this was newest lie. Thanks for the pick, Connie. Let's see. I know I have listened to some newest songs, so I did like this. Connie says newest is a unit. This is a unit of newest. They are 5 members, but this was a unit only made with 4 because Minhyun was promoting with 101 at the time. Very nice. And Kaylee says newest was under Pledis with 17 who were their juniors, and says obligatory fuck Pledis. That's true. That's true. Connie says I miss them so much. I enjoyed this. I feel like it's probably been a hot minute since we've listened to newest. I would imagine it might have been on a few chaos streams ago, but I really enjoyed this. I think probably the first thought that rolled into my head while listening to this song was I like the instrumentation. I thought the instrumentation was great, but I think the one of the other preliminary thoughts I had was there was just an effortlessness to their vocals. Like there was just something about it that like it just seemed like there was no effort at all in terms of how good their vocals sounded. Like they just weren't even thinking about it. They just kind of just put the car in drive and just went, and I mean that in like a really really good way. I think vocalists have such a especially vocalists of this caliber, I think there is just something about it where like they go into autopilot. They're like the riffs were like great, like all the vocals were just incredible, but there's just like something about it that's just this like so mentally calculated that I love. Like, and I think that obviously shows off their talents as a collective in this unit, but I think it also speaks volumes for newest as a whole too, just because I'm like, wow, like if they can execute with such precision like that and like having like some great runs, like just like kind of just feeling out the song a little bit more, it just kind of gave me the feeling of like, wow, this is so intentional. Some of the ways that they went about it was just so on point, and I really liked it. Probably my favorite vocalist of the 4 in this section here. I think it was tough, but I would probably say the far left, whoever was here in this far left position here. I enjoyed their vocals the most, just because again there is like a great differentiation between that mid range tone and that like that falsetto tone. Becchio, okay, very nice. Shout outs to Becchio. He's like incredible. He's got quite like as for a guy, he has an incredible range. That's awesome. So shout outs to Becchio. Great work. Obviously they're all incredible. I don't want to just give a shout out to Becchio because they're also all great, but he was the one who stood out to me the most in this unit song, more so than anything else. But they're all awesome. Like I said, they were all very good with like sniper precision in terms of their vocals. It was just it was such an incredible sight to see. So this was a 2 thumbs up. Great choice. Thank you, Connie. Connie says, yup, they are that good. My man, Becchio. Oh my God, his voice is everything. And he is the main vocalist. Very nice, very nice. Dang, hello, thank you for pulling up. We are doing Chaos tonight. Thanks for joining. I know it's probably like super late for you because I know Diz came in earlier. So very nice, very nice. We are keeping it moving. Paige, is now your turn. I'm gonna have to copy and pasta all of this into YouTube. Hopefully it will pull up. And then just let me know which video page, if there's a specific video. The first one. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, let's check it out. I am not gonna try to pronunciate this person's name because I don't speak this language, so we're gonna check it out though. She's a Viet artist. Okay, very cool. Feng Li? Hopefully that's correct. Oh, that was my guess.
Và em đã biết sẽ không thể yêu ai khác ngoài ra. Lòng em đã hết chỗ, không để dành ai khác ngoài ra. Cứ vào tim em chìa khóa đây, chỉ muốn duy nhất anh cầm. Nhiều hơn cả thích, thích, giờ em yêu à. Bộ hóa ra em thật nhỏ bé, gọn vào trong chiếc ôm của anh, ngỡ như là đang ôm cả thế giới. Bộ hóa ra em chẳng mạnh mẽ.
It's a really soft palette in terms of her vocals.
Cách anh luôn có tâm kiên trì làm mọi điều người vực đều bay đi. Cách anh luôn ấm áp dịu dàng dù nhẹ nhàng mà đủ làm băng tan. Sự nghiêm khắc của em cũng nào đâu có ngờ, mọi nguyên tắc lập nên chỉ để anh phá vỡ. Rốt cuộc là chẳng còn khả năng chống đỡ. Em đã biết sẽ không thể yêu ai khác ngoài anh ra. Lòng em đã hết chỗ, không để dành ai khác ngoài anh ra. Cứ vào tim em chìa khóa đây, chỉ muốn duy nhất anh cầm. Nhiều hơn cả thích, thích, giờ em yêu à. Vì baby anh là la 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 la, ngoại lệ của em la la la. Vì anh là ngoại lệ của em la 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 la.
Love the chorus. Very shimmery.
Vì anh là ngoại lệ của em. Sao em lại mềm lòng rồi? Xong rồi, đi tăng bao nhiêu công tự đề phòng rồi. Tôi không sao như em, có một lời phải dặn anh trước. Tim em không phải thủy tinh, nhưng
Nice.
mong anh tương tự. Mong anh sẽ giữ gìn, đừng chỉ làm em tương tư. Cách anh luôn có tâm kiên trì làm mọi điều người vực đều bay đi. Cách anh luôn ấm áp dịu dàng dù nhẹ nhàng mà đủ làm băng tan. Sự nghiêm khắc của em cũng nào đâu có ngờ, mọi nguyên tắc lập nên chỉ để anh phá vỡ. Rốt cuộc là chẳng còn khả năng chống đỡ. Em đã biết sẽ không thể yêu ai khác ngoài anh ra. Lòng em đã hết chỗ, không để dành ai khác ngoài anh ra. Cứ vào tim em chìa khóa đây, chỉ muốn duy nhất anh cầm. Nhiều hơn cả thích, thích, giờ em yêu à. Vì baby anh là la 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 la.
Oh, I like how the fades out. That's cool.
Vì anh là ngoại lệ của em la 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 la, ngoại lệ của em la la la. Vì anh là ngoại lệ của em. Vì anh là ngoại lệ của em.
All right, this was Feng Li. I'm not gonna try to pronunciate the song, but here's the song name just in case you wanted to. Pages the giggle always gets. That's what I was cracking up about. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. But um, this is cool. I will say my familiarity with Viet artists is very limited, but I like I said earlier about the Thai artists we listen to. It's cool. I love hearing different perspectives on artists and what they're like currently jiving to. So it gives me a good barometer on what's out there. But yeah, this was great. I think her voice has such a nice like palette. I think she's got a really soft like vocal palette that I think really works well like with a song like this. You know, very city pop, neutro sort of feel to it that I think works out really well. And I think her voice is stylized to fit that sort of tonality of the track. So really, really good stuff. I can kind of find a little bit of similarities to that of even like stuff that is coming out here in Western music. Like my first thought was like kind of gives like obviously not in the same vein, but like could be adjacent to like a Sabrina Carpenter, like a lot of this maybe like similarly to like Espresso in that sort of sense. Which I also think might be potentially influenced by that like real like poppy jazzy sort of feel of music right now. So I like that. I appreciate that sort of tonality, and I think her voice again might. I enjoy her voice more than Sabrina Carpenter's voice, just because I think it just flows so well. It's got like a angelic, like light feeling to it. So I think her voice really suits this type of genre very well. I'd be curious to see what else she does. I feel like I almost always end off my my commentary on it, but I do find that like a lot of these artists that we listen to like one track of, I'm just like, I want to know like what the discography is, right? You know what I mean? Like what like a B-side, like if you were to recommend a B-side page from this release, like feel free to drop it. Would love to check out more of her music, but like I feel like sometimes like the title tracks or like some of the tracks are a little bit bigger. I'm always curious to see like what are some of like the deep cuts and like how do they sound, and you know how wide of a variety in terms of her voice can it be. So but I like this. It was a great introduction. Not familiar with her game before this, so I feel blessed. Thank you, Paige, for sharing with the class. Love to see it. But yeah, this is a good song. I enjoyed it. I would go back and listen to this again for sure. So great stuff. Let's see here. Got some comments. Pages. I listen to a lot of Vietnamese music because my friends are Viet and they give me a lot of songs. There are a lot of great artists. I'm sure. I think like I never love to have a closed box. I love being able to listen to a bunch of different things. So whenever it's like I said, when we do these chaos streams and even in my free time, I love going and listen to new stuff. So feel free to keep the recommendations for Viet music coming. I would love to check out more. Cal says her voice was so nice. I agree. So very cool. We're keeping this train schmoving tonight. We've got No Santa next. They have chosen Cardi's Rule the Grounds. I would assume this is the title track, potentially. I know we listened to some Cardi last stream, so I'm excited to check out maybe potentially this being the title track of that album. So let's check it out. Let's give it a listen. Y'all know I love Cardi, so let's give it a listen. No, Santa said this is for 2024 PUBG Worlds. Whoa, okay, never mind then. let's give it a listen then. That's a crunchy bass tone. Holy shit. the bends on the bass. Let's go. All right. That 5-string bass is clean though. I love it. Voice is so good. I gotta be honest with No Santa for putting us onto this shit. Oh, sounds so heavy. Nice. For somebody to play. That's right, everybody's going crazy. Easy just to check and get. Don't let go, jump in and grab it. Get what you can find. Like touches shiny white. They hobble down and pray. Hoping for nothing's gonna happen. Is this or one is blood? Follow the call inside. Nothing can stop you till the mission gets done. Go and get your coin. Can you jump in your new door? Yeah. Run it, rise a bell. Run it, rise a bell. Head forget a score. Temple levels had it in for desire. You already know who will rule the ground. What? All right, very cool. This was Cardi's "Rule the Grounds." Harmony is the song name. So Great job. Thank you, No Santa, for the pick as of always. This was great. I feel like I gotta give a salutes to No Santa. They have given us Cardi, and I feel like every time we've listened to a Cardi song, I feel like chat has really enjoyed them. So, and I would also like to say that I'm in on that charade as well too. I really love Cardi. I feel like each song we listen to, I'm just like, damn, they're so good. And I hate saying that commentary because like I feel like I just repeat it, but it is true. Um, man, holy shit, this was probably my favorite Cardi song so far that we've listened to. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, certainly, but I love this song. There was just something about it. That like beginning intro, which is like the bass, was sick, and then like the way that it all kind of came together in the full piece was just like so cool. I know a lot of the time we don't think about, or I guess that's not true. I feel like when you think of structures of songs, like it sometimes it might go over people's heads in some ways, but I felt like this song was structured out so well. Like the tonality, obviously, shout outs to whoever's doing the mix for them live did an incredible job because there is so much definition in each member's contribution to the song, but at the same time, like they all came together in a very good, cohesive, collective art piece. And what I mean by that is like the guitars were tuned, like the guitar player tuned his guitar down, but like the majority of the heaviness wasn't actually coming from the guitar, which I think is a misnomer, especially within like rock and metal, is like, oh, the joke is like, oh, what's the bass player doing kind of a thing. But I feel like this song is like the perfect example of that because like the 5-string bass that the bass player is playing, like the song probably wouldn't have been nearly as heavy without like that really gritty, dirty kind of distorted bass tone, and I think it adds such a depth to the song that I really love. And then obviously including the like lower tuning of the like Japanese or Korean traditional instrumentation of that, I think also adds to that level of heaviness and like distortion and aggression to the song. And so I think if you're looking at it as a puzzle piece, like obviously the guitars are important, but I feel like equally as important is like the traditional instrumentation, where I feel like you might miss out on some of those heavy moments. And then even the bass too, like again, if you remove the bass, like the song's not going to have that much depth as it could have. So I really love that. And then when you incorporate the drum sounds as well as like the amazing vocalist of Cardi, I think you kind of get this really cool collage of different things going on, but just that all need to work well in tandem to make the song great, which I absolutely feel that they have done. So, obviously, love Cardi's vocalist. I think she's got such a great range, and I think she's got this sort of, she's got this sort of drive to her vocals that I just really think make the song more intense and just such like almost like I said, I was just bobbing my head as a headbang. Like I was just like, wow, I'm really enjoying this. And I think it's like unintentional, but it just it just feels like it just feels right. You know what I mean? It just felt right to just bob my head and like metal it out a little bit. But yeah, I think this is my favorite so far in terms of the Cardi songs we've listened to, and I think it's gonna be difficult to beat certainly, but I don't think that it would be, it's not impossible. So that's great. So Harmony says, oh, that bass. I agree. Muhammad said, do replay by Yuju. I think we did it we did it on catch up stream. So I'm almost positive we did it. So Uni says, yep, I always enjoy these Cardi vids. There we go. And Harmony says, glad I stayed for Cardi, but I need to get some sleep since I have to leave for work early. Have a great rest of stream. Thank you, Harmony. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you on Wednesday for Sarah's Boys Planet montage. So very nice. We are keeping it moving tonight, though. We've got Jazz next, and they have chosen Gomac Boys, Sweet Thing. Oh, okay. I don't believe I have heard any song from Gomac Boys, so I'm excited to see what they're about. So, Connie's. Sorry, I don't know why I said Sarah's. It is Connie's. So, I can't even remember what I did this morning, Kaylee. So, I rely, and also it's habit too, because Sarah's has traditionally been our Wednesday stream. So, Jazz says, Gomac Boys was a temporary idol group composed of different artists. Very interesting. Soloist Jung Sung Han, Paul Kim, Big Naughty. Ooh, with Ha Hun Sang, Hoppy Pola, and Kim Min Seok, Mellow Mance. Ooh, okay, very interesting. I'm curious to see what this is about. Let's give it a listen. Oh, it's all of them. Holy shit. Okay. Nice.
이른 아침에 눈이 떠지지 않을 때 널 생각하며 커피 한 잔을 준비해 너의 이름이 참 달다
Already great so far.
잠이 번쩍 달아나지 대충 고르던 옷을 좀 더 뒤적거릴 때 I just know 사랑에 빠진 걸까 나 흘러서 넘쳐 흘러 우리 너만 다퉈도 어차피 금방 녹을 것 같아 두 눈에 별사탕 웃어버릴 것 같아 우린 단계 필요해 삶은 쓰고 피곤해 머리가 빈돌 만큼 달달한 마음을 주고 싶어 네 머릿속에 말고 마음속에 머물래 내가 얼마나 잘하겠니 네가 내게 오면 yeah, 밀고 당겨 왜 고민에 겨안겨 날 믿고 당겨 쓰지 않게 입엔 담궈 난 딸기보다 망고 혹시 너도 아님 말고 어쩌라고 계속 먹여 사랑은 먹어도 믿어봐 한 번만 눈 딱 감고 한 번만 입술 해봐 말했잖아 거봐 네 생각만큼 쓰지 않아 나의 사랑은 네 기대보다도 더 달 걸 나란 사람은 월수금에 만날까 화목토가 좋을까 아니면 월화수목금 돌려 I think I need you now 누가 뭐라 해도 나 이번엔 내게 올인할래 머리 쓰기 싫어 무장해제를 할게 우린 단계 필요해 삶은 쓰고 피곤해 머리가 빈돌 만큼 달달한 마음을 주고 싶어 네 머릿속에 말고 마음속에 머물래 내가 얼마나 잘하겠니 네가 내게 오면 떨고 있는 게 아냐 리듬을 타는 거야
Loving the bridge. Wow.
소심하진 않아 그런 이미지일 수는 있어 진짜 나를 더 몰랐어 그래 한 점 또 반전이 널 기다려 우린 단계 필요해 삶을 쓰고 피곤해 머리가 빈돌 만큼
Melody change.
달달한 마음을 주고 싶어 네 머릿속에 말고 마음속에 머물래 내가 얼마나 잘하겠니 네가 내게 오면
Wow. Composed by Mono Tree. Nice. All right, very nice. This was the Gomac Boys, and the song is called "Sweet Thing." Thank you, thanks Jazz for the pick. We love to see it. I enjoyed this a lot. This is wonderful. Y'all know I love a good like jazzy pop song, and I feel like this one definitely hits all those notes. Now, I will say there's just something impressive about like just really good tailored vocals. You know what I mean? There's just something just so good. Chef's kiss. We love to see it. There's just something really fun about it, and I really really loved just like how similarly to newest commentary wise there was just an effortlessness about this song that I was just like I love like kind of the like the sweet tones of their voices, and I think they all mesh up really well together, and like each of them have a distinct tonality to them. Like they all don't like when they come together it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like one voice. It kind of feels like an amalgamation of their different voices together, and I love to see that because I think that songs like this, you can tend to kind of tend to ride the same line, but I felt like each one of them individually kind of took a different road or a different path to the song, but still kind of are all individually good. But I think that collectively they also all come together as well, which I think is really difficult when, you have different voices and the way that they kind of compose together. So obviously shout outs to whoever was composing this song, but also shout outs to all the members of Go Back Boys. They did an incredible job. I I couldn't get this out of my head, and I don't know if anybody's going to be able to relate to this. I think probably potentially, but I felt like the instrumentation at some parts, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, but it reminds me a lot of We Belong Together, and I was like, and I couldn't get it. It was like maybe it's just like the way that like kind of like some of the sweeter melodies of the song kind of reminisce me in terms of that, but like I can kind of hear like I can hear like do 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 like in the background, even though I know they're not there, but like mentally I feel like I can kind of place those two things together. It's weird. Music is strange in that way, but I felt like this was so good. I would say probably my favorite part of the song was the bridge. The bridge absolutely was my favorite section. I think the vocals in that slot of music was just so good. The riffing, and then they kind of went into either like a melody change or maybe like half step up or something, like in terms of the melody choice, which was awesome. And I feel like it got a little bit more difficult for them, but they were still able to just absolutely crush it. So yeah, this is a great song, and I'm honestly surprised I haven't listened to this one from chat thus far. So this is a great pitch, Jazz, so thank you. And Kaylee says this is a crazy lineup. I would also agree with that statement. Kala also heard what I was hearing, so very nice, very nice. We love it. Hopefully there will be some more Go Back Boys in my future, but we are keeping it moving. The next one we have is Unhee. They have chosen Soyu PDA. Ooh, okay. I am also not familiar with this one either, but we're checking it out. So that's the magics of the Chaos stream. So let's give it a listen.
Let's talk about all that you like. Let's talk about all that you like. Just give me that jerk at a lot. VIP for RPT. Hey, come get it on the
That's already up off.
That is why I'm not lose control. VIP for RPT. Hey, 말 없이도 알아 make up. 받아주는 것 같은 시간. It's true, 잠시 난 free. 위험한 것까지 find out. 이름 대신 눈으로 불러줘. I wanna to be your best. Yeah, nobody can do. Yeah, nobody else. 한 번의 실수 계속 반복해 우린. Nobody can do. Yeah, nobody else. That shit do with you. What a beautiful truth. Let's talk about all that you like. Let's talk about all that you like. Just give me that dirt.
love the panning on the ad libs. That's cool. Wow. All right. I'm gonna have to give this a listen. Very nice. This was Soyu's PDA from Uni. Thank you for the recommendation, Uni. I did see this on the What's New playlist, so I knew inevitably there was gonna be some of those ones to check out that we haven't yet. But wow, this one I love this. This was phenomenal. It looks like production was done by, it looks like, I don't know if it's OS or O5 Earth. Shout outs to them. They did incredible. This one is rhythmatic in such a good way, and I think that kind of speaks for the entirety of the song. Not only I think for like the actual instrumentation of the track, but I think obviously the way that Soyu goes about some of the lyricism in the song feels very rhythmic, and I like that. I don't feel like I feel like there is an intentionality behind it, and I love when artists have such an intentionality in the way that they either produce their music or the way that they stylize their music or the way that their voice cadence should be. I think that is a very like knee deep, dirty sort of way of like really wanting to be in your music, and I think I gotta give a lot of respect to her team as well as herself for really kind of digging deep for it, you know. Especially I think the most noticeable like rhythm cadence to like her voice and like some of the lyrics that she had chosen was like the stylization of the chorus. Like there's such an intentionality to like, you know, like the way that she said like PDA and like the way that she kind of rhymes off that, I thought was really cool. And you know, I think it was really thought out, because like there's just a way of like the rhythm moving in the song, and you're like, oh well, like there's also some sort of rhythmatic way that she's saying all this sort of stuff, and it kind of comes all together in a really tight package. So I love hearing that. Her voice is incredible too. Like there was a lot of, yeah, obviously her main vocals were kind of like the starring role of the song, but I feel like actually a lot of the ad lib parts, I was like, she was doing some like runs and like some like little bits of vocal like shimmer in the song that I was just like, damn, like this is so good. And like I don't think that this song, I still think the song would be good without them, but I do feel like they add just such another layer to like the stylization of her voice, but as well as that, just kind of the overall feeling of the track just feels more concise with how well her vocals sit in this song. So I'll be listening to this a ton more just because I loved it from the jump and I loved it to the very end of the song. And honestly, I was like, damn, it's over. I kind of wanted to hit the replay and listen to it again. So this was a phenomenal one. So thank you, Unhee. This might be probably one of my favorite ones of tonight. I just loved it. It's so good. Visca says, so you Kaylee says, oh, this one, I heard it randomly and I loved it. Cal says, so bouncy. Andy says, this is this one is good. Can't read tonight. And Connie says, it was really good. Hey, let's go. Shout out to Uni. All right, we got a few more, and then we'll be migrating over into round dose. Uni says, this was a random find for me as well. Ooh, okay. I'm curious because they're a part of Magic Strawberry Sound, so I'm curious if there were other groups that's a part of that YouTube channel. I'll have to check it out. We've got Youth Molly. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. They had recommended NEXZ Miracles. I don't believe I've heard of NEXZ. Hopefully I've pronunciated their name correctly, but yeah, I'm not familiar with them at all. So we will be doing it. So Uni says she was in Sistar. Ooh, we have not done Sistar yet. So I feel that I feel like we have to tackle some of the ones that I keep saying we should do, but we might actually have to do Sistar at some point because I feel like that's one we've been putting off, and that seems to be a very big name in the K-pop scene. So we'll have to. So um Hibiscus says yes, Sistar. Callus says so much to do, so little time. That is true. I only streamed twice, but is interesting. Kaylee says, okay, Strawberry Magic Sound has a very cute website page. Ooh, well, if you find an artist that we should check out, we should do it. And Connie says, Sistar, love them. Hey, okay, very nice. All right, Euphamali, sorry for the delay. We are checking out NEXZ with their song Miracle. So let's give it a listen. Oh, it's a pre-release. Nice.
Must be a miracle. In my here with you.
All right.
Must be a miracle. Am I here with you? Every night 내가 오요. 꿈 약속.君とここにいたいから。全て乗り越えた後。君に伝えよ I love you. And it's so beautiful. 分かってよ。It's a miracle, a miracle. 時の時間が過ぎの早すぎ止まれ時空を超えて彼方へ君のマジックハラハラよりまでここに stay 夢の世界覚めたくない Shine so high 途切れない思いを one more time Baby this must be a miracle 今 here with you 目を見たら感じたんだ Every night 願うよ今約束君とここにいたいから全て乗り越えた後君に伝えよ I love you And it's so beautiful 分かってよ It's a miracle, a miracle
Huh. Interesting. Very nice, very nice. Is it NEXZ? Is it NEXZ? That's what it sounds like. NEXZ. Would that be NEXT? Very interesting. All right. Well, this is their pre-release song Miracle. For hanging out. Thank you, Euphamali, for the pick. This is my familiar. Listen, I don't know. There's so I feel like there's so many groups in K-pop that, like, if you gave me a name, I don't think that, like, if you said, oh yeah, they're a group, they came out and they debuted like last week, I would be like, okay. I feel like I would almost inherently believe you. NEXZ or NEXZ. Okay, very nice. Thank you, Euphamoli. Appreciate the pronunciation on that. Yeah, NEXZ, I just feel like there's so many groups that come out, and I'm just like, it's hard to follow, but I do like it. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound like a old person, right? Like I do feel like it's such a unique time to be in for groups, so it is fun to see. Um Uvamali says this is a pre-debut from them. They are a global boy group and they debuted May of last year. Kala says I've been listening to them a lot lately, and Ufamoli says they have 6 Japanese members and a Korean member. Ooh, wow. Okay, so I feel like normally it's the opposite. There's like a ton of Japanese members, a ton of Korean members, and obviously a few Japanese. So that's good. Very nice. And Connie says, I like them. I've been a fan since the Nizzy project. Very nice. He says, are you an Ajashi? I think I am. I think comparatively, if we're talking about like the age range of people who like K-pop, I think I'm in the upper the older category. I'm not a spring chicken, so I feel that I might not be at that point, but um no says going to any concert is painful. Yeah, I'm going to see Fromis on Thursday, so I'm scared to see what the demographic is for that, but it's gonna be sick. I'm excited to see Fromis, but no Santa says surrounded by high schoolers. I think even less, honestly. Even less. I feel like there's just I don't want to have a tangent moment, but I feel like there's so many concerts where I'm like you see like family and their kids getting into K-pop, and then they bring their kids to the show, and like their kids are like in their like they're 7 or 8, you know what I mean, or younger, and you're just like, damn, I feel like an old shit. You know what I mean? Like, not that I like, and I got into K-pop late, so that's maybe a little bit on me, but I do find that interesting. Going to shows and the demographic is just like you have people that are like, you know, older than myself and they're enjoying it either solo or with kids, and then you have people that are below me in age as well too. So it's cool. I like I said, no disrespect. I love seeing it. Um I'm used to it because metal shows are also the same way too, um but yeah, it is fun. It's fun. Thank you, Chet, for. I'm excited to see From This. My partner has been loving From This, so we took the half day of work and are going down to go see them. So excited. But anyway, getting back to NEXZ, I like this. This was very good. Like, I feel like with JYP groups, it's always interesting, right? Like, I feel like groups like that are a part of JYP are always interesting to me. I love seeing, I love seeing like the different variety of vocals in this group. Like, it was really cool to see their choreography, which gotta give a shout outs. Choreography seemed intense as fuck. But they absolutely crushed it. So I love seeing that. But the vocals are really cool. Like, I think this song was very unique. I'm gonna have to give it another listen because I enjoyed a lot of aspects of it, but like, I don't know if it fully came together for me, and I'd imagine this song to me at least feels like a slow burn where I'm like, there's a lot of elements of the song that I really like, but I feel like it didn't really like I didn't really get that spark, right? Like, I feel like some songs I have to give it a listen or two after and it'll click for me, and I feel like this one is going to be very similar where I'm going to be like, nah, I really do like this. I do like this. But this was really fun. I think, like I said, probably my favorite parts of the song were the chorus, and then the bridge switch up was like the most, like, it was surprising in a good way. Like, it felt very different from the song, but just like in a good way. And I'm excited to see what like their title track is going to be, just because again, this is like a pre-release, so I'm curious to see where they kind of land at. But I do feel like the strong suit about this song was just their choreography, and again, seeing them just like go crazy. Like, their choreography was just so cool. So yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. Like I said, I imagine I will probably enjoy it more and more the more that I give this a listen. You know, I think at first listen enjoyed it, but like this song seems like you gotta savor it a little bit more. So excited to sink my teeth into it a little bit more in the foreseeable future. Dang said the same. I would be having adult money. Noah Santa says confused parents dropping off their kids are my spirit animal. It is interesting. It is interesting. I will say, like, as someone who does not have kids, it is interesting seeing parents like being either like really invested in K-pop or like I have no fucking clue what my kid likes, but I'm gonna drop them off in like a city and see a show with them or something like, or drop a bunch of their friends off to go see K-pop. Very interesting situation to live in, certainly. Ding says 3 times this year I'll fly out of the country to go see a K-pop gig. Hey, let's go! Awesome, have fun, Ding. Appreciate it. Yuva Molly says they're amazing dancer. They have a few b-boys, and a lot of their pre-debut content was choreographed dance videos with high-end choreographers. Yeah, you could tell there is a strong focus on that. That's awesome. I'm glad that they're highlighting it well. Like I said, the choreography was stand out to me as well. Dang says teenage me could never. Agreed. I feel that. Gunky says thankfully 2 K-pop concerts I went to weren't all high schoolers. Of course, it was IU and Dreamcatcher, who both have a lot of older fans as well. I'm not, like I said, I'm not dissing younger crowds. I love seeing it. I think it's incredible. But I also feel like, as well as like, again, somebody being freshly into K-pop as of the past 2-3 years, I think it is a different lane to be in, certainly. So Kyle says, as someone who gets too overwhelmed at concerts, I don't go to many, but my wallet is thankful. That, listen, hopefully you'll get the opportunity to go see shows that you like and it's not too insane. So Kaylee says, as someone who lives in the middle of nowhere, there are never concerts even within 5 hours of me, so my wallet is also fine. Oh, I hope y'all get to see shows. Euphemali says, same. I went to this summer and had to drive 6+ hours for both. Ouch. Oh, where do they? I feel bad for. Listen, I'll go on a little rant here. I feel bad for people who are into K-pop that don't live close to a metropolitan city. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you like going to see shows, I feel like that hurts me as someone who lives like proximity wise to cities, you know, being like New York City and Philadelphia. Like, I feel bad, you know what I mean? Like, I hope everybody gets to have the experience of going to concerts, because I feel like, not to be cheesy at all, but like that's where I found myself. So I hope that everybody gets to find people that they can convene with. If not, hopefully you get to meet people here that are like-minded as well. So Gunky says screeching young kids kill me at concerts, so older crowds are nice. That's fair. I feel like I resonated that a lot with that comment in regards to Stray Kids, but luckily my stupid ass will never leave a place without earbuds, so I always bring them. So I was good. I cannot say the same for my my partner and her friend, but Connie says, as someone who lives at the end of the world, I'm so thankful when K-pop concerts come to Chile. I tried to go to at least 1 or 2 a year. That is true. I feel like you have a strong love for it, so very nice. Dang says Europe is pretty bad for this hobby. I was gonna say, yeah. Euphamoli says it's sad, but the little day trips is nice sometimes. I agree. Kaylee says, also Brandon suffering through me winning the spin the wheel because I have nothing near me or 4 stores. That's fine. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, listen, it do be what it do be. I try to be considerate. So it's all I can do. But anyway, grossly off topic. We're gonna keep it moving. Dang has chosen Come Back Home live from BTS. So I'm very stoked to listen to more BTS. I'm also glad they're back to some degree. Hopefully, new stuff. Oh, found an MV. Okay, perfect. Dang. No Santa says, I have a friend in Charlotte, so I try to fly down to either Atlanta or Raleigh with them because I ain't driving 6 hours. That's facts. I respect that. Gunky says, I learned my lesson after seeing Bandmade. Loud rock music for hours without earplugs is kill. You don't. Oh, okay. Listen, I gotta give my PSA here. All right, listen. Please, if you go to concerts, please wear earplugs. I might sound like a little bit of a narc, but honestly, like, it's important. Protect your ears. Yeah, please. Especially for rock and metal shows. I I cannot recommend it enough. And plus, I would hate for y'all to get tinnitus, which is bad. So please, for the love of God, if there's anything you take away from me, please wear earplugs. So, anyway, that was it. Let's see. Okay. Dang says they're not in it, but still better than live sound. Maybe. Okay, we will check out this video then. Here, I will load it up. Let's see. Cal says, "Oh yeah, earplugs are a must for sure." Dang says, "I like to hear the sound for days afterwards, like in my ears." No. Dang, come on, no. You gotta wear the earplugs. Oh. Uni says 100%. I have sensitive hearing to begin with. I feel that. Says tinnitus brings character. No. Oh my god. I hate this. Kaylee says, no need to lose hearing again. No, thank you. I was gonna say, I will say, stupidly, as a young adult, I did not wear earplugs, and now, as like going to a lot of concerts and stuff, now I've bought myself pairs of earplugs, even like the stupid ones that you put in your ears with like just a foam. Like, it's still better than nothing, but like, get a nice quality earplug set. It'll be worth trust. But anyway, this is BTS come back home. Let's give it a listen. That's fair, Gunky. I see that. halftime. Nice. Nice. That's a cool. I like that flip. That's cool. All right, very cool. This was a BTS's cover of "Come Back Home." Let's see what we got here. Dang says, again, my chat's acting up here. Dang says that this was a cover of Seo Taji's song of the same name. Dang says, I think it's a cover. I think a cover that is better than the original, but the original is cool too. Very nice. Very nice. This is cool. I had not heard the original. Kala says, what a throwback. Yeah, I don't believe that I have heard the original version of the song, but I like this. This. I feel like with cover songs, I am less divisive about the songs as I've gotten older. Like, I think cover songs initially, I was like, I think cover songs are a little bit of a cop out, but I love hearing covers now because I think for me, yeah, I feel like for me, I appreciate the fact that artists make their songs their own. Like, that is like the biggest selling point for me, at least, is if you are doing a cover of a song, I want you to put your DNA into this song. Like, I want you to, like, if you're an artist, if you're a, if you're anything, right? Like, I think I really respect that. If you're gonna make a mark on a cover song, like, I really would want you to make it your own. And I feel like BTS, though I haven't heard the original of the song, I feel like this is so, the way that they kind of stylize the song feels very BTS related, and like I feel like that's such a huge compliment, because I think oftentimes like I feel like cover songs can often be taken in terms of an easier route, and I felt like they did really put a lot of time into the song, and you could tell they put a lot of heart into it. So I loved hearing that. I also really appreciate just kind of like the rapping from them. Obviously, like BTS has incredible rappers in their group. And I feel like this is no exception. I love Suga, I love RM and J-Hope. I think they're all really incredibly talented, and I felt like they utilized really well in the song. But I also loved like the vocals. Vocals were incredible as well too. I think this kind of feels like a great combination of what I feel like a cover song is and what makes it great. But at the same point, I also appreciate, again, their stylization and really saying, how can we make this kind of more of a BTS related song, but still paying homage to the original song. So I really enjoyed this cover. I'll have to listen to the original in my own free time, but I really thought this was rad. So very nice. Dang says, made the comment twice, realized they made it. It's 3 out. Dang, please. Hopefully you can go to sleep soon. Thank you for hanging, though. I appreciate it. Dang says, it was released on the 25th anniversary of Taji's debut, I think. And they performed it with him on stage. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. This was cool. This was a great cover. So definitely enjoyed this. Very nice. All right. We have made it through our first round. I don't have a theme. If y'all think of a theme, then I'm down to do the theme. But if not, then you can keep the train a moving for more. So, all right, 10 Black Forever. Dang, yeah. If you have yours, get yours in as soon as possible, and I'll do yours back to back so you can go to sleep. So, very nice. All right, we've got some good ones. All right, nice. All right, let's do Dings first, because I know they are dying. So hopefully, hopefully you get some sleep. But let's check it out. We'll do We'll do yours first. Dang. Oh, Penameko. Nice. Okay. We just listened to the new one on the last stream. Let's go.
Yeah. Baby, do not like a bullo. Baby, do not like a bullo. 그녀에게 전해줘 되도록 따뜻한 노래로 yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, no Santa.
시끄럽기만 한 도시의 빌미로 귓속말을 전해 come with me girl yeah. I'll be riding in the city make I go make I go make I see your body body 어디 볼까 get your number just talk to me 꽃이 폈나 어디 볼까 don't know so far 넌 내 맘 말랑가 몰라 어디서 볼까 get your number just talk to me 꽃이 폈나 어디 볼까 don't know so far 넌 내 맘 말랑가 몰라 Baby don't act like a bullo 너만 몰랐어 bullo
It's so weird seeing YDG knowing, like, knowing Squid Game.
Baby don't act like a bullo 너만 몰라 you bullo
페노메코와 뜨지 비기리브 collaboration 인스타든 잘 모르게 할 만한 사람을 알지 우리 둘만의 파티 이거 봐봐 perfect body 지금 이 순간만이 오직 너만이 내 잡기 From my heart to be nation 대감사해 hater 대가리 박후 대참사 마음 말리자 마음 말리자 마음 말리자
Baby don't act like a bullo 너만 몰랐어 bullo 내가 부를 뽀뽀 Baby don't act like a bullo 너만 몰라 you bullo
가만히 눈을 감아 널 향한 마음을 담아 넌 저기 넓은 바다 난 어떡하리요 가만히 눈을 감아 널 향한 마음을 담아 넌 저기 넓은 바다 난 어떡하리요
Baby don't act like a bullo 너만 몰랐어 bullo 내가 부를 뽀뽀 Baby don't act like a bullo 너만 몰라 you bullo
Very nice, very nice. All right. This was Penameko Bolo featuring YDG. Very nice. Thank you, Dang. Hopefully you get some sleep after this. This was fun. I like I said, I love checking out the other Penameko song we just listened to, which was Ege, which was also really good. But this was so much fun. I don't know if it's me, but I like love gravitating towards like Latin guitar style. Like there's just something about it that I listen to, like a lot of Al Di Meola, like some classic like Spanish like influenced guitar players. I know Al Di Meola is more like jazz fusion, I guess, to some degree, but like, you know, I had listened to a ton of that, and I feel like there's a lot of like influences that I listen to that, or artists that I love that are influenced by like a lot of Spanish style Latin guitar work. And so this one was another one that I think love the riffing. I think the nylon string guitar worked out really well in this song. The guitar work was incredible. So again, shout outs to whoever did the guitar work for this song. They did great. But I think that there's something very chill about Penameko, obviously featuring YDG. Like they just have like such a good like charisma together that I really appreciate. And like their flow is just like very chill. Like it's very very like flowy, and I like that. And I think it works out well in this song. But yeah, I really enjoyed this song. Now I don't know what I'll probably have to listen to Ege and Bolo back to back and see which one I liked more. I think just music wise, I think maybe Bolo might outpace this one, but I feel like this was such a good one too. So it's gonna be tough, but they've got such a good beat. Like there's just something about it where you're just like, you're just dancing. It's a vibe, you know what I mean? And I think they absolutely nail it. So this was a great one. I've been enjoying the Penameco love recently, and this is no exception, certainly. So great stuff. Dang says, "Low things. I just remember that you said you didn't listen to this one. I have not. I have not. No." Jess says, "Oh, Bolo." Connie says, "Bolo, my song. Let's go. Let's go." No Santa says, "Are you have enough time for round 2?" I'm gonna be doing it. We're gonna get it done. Dang says this was 5 years ago, I think, pre-Squid Games for YDG. Penameco had a long Afrobeat phase. That's what I figured, like an Afrobeat phase, but it was good. I like it. I wasn't mad about it at all. Very nice, very nice. And yeah, very cool. This is good. Like I said, hopefully we'll get some more Penameco love in the foreseeable future. But thank you, Dang. Please get some sleep. I'm pretty sure chat would be in agreement on that. So, Dang says, "I'll try to sleep, guys. I'm going to see Bombing Tiger tomorrow/today. Best of luck. Have fun. Hopefully you get some sleep, please, for the love of God, Dang. And I hope to see you in a future stream. I know I'll be streaming Saturday, so come through. Have fun. All right. Speed run. We've got Gunky next. They have chosen 10 Black Forever Eve. What makes me think this is a Japanese group? I was correct. 10 Black was a band created for the show Glass Heart, but like typical Japanese, planning to do more music in the future. The show Glass Heart is my favorite show of this year. The music is so good. It's a show about a band. The show is on Netflix and it's in Japanese. Ooh, nice. I think I remember you referencing this, Gunky. So I'm excited to check out the music. So this will probably inspire me to watch it. So let's check it out.
"懐かしい歌が聞こえた」「そう思ったら君の笑い声でただの偶然と心が処理する間もなく君の音が僕の隙間に流れた」
No captions.
永遠が僕らを見てかわいそうな目をすると君は不思議そうに笑ってみせた平然と僕の中にある大事なものたちの順番を勝手に入れ替える君僕ら抱きしめる代わりに声を殺し叫んだ無様だと笑われようと誰にも習ったことない選んだ命君の命が聞こえないとなぜか不安になる君を知る前の自分に戻れることなど二度とないことを知ってしまったんだ不思議そうに笑ってみ
How she
せ
threw the
た
desk through the window.
平然と僕の中にある大事なものたちの順番を勝手に入れ替える君この世界に僕らだ 絶対ことがある
I was gonna say the female actress looked familiar. Very interesting. All right, this was 10 Blacks Forever Eve. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Gunky. This is great. I enjoyed it. I'll now have to check the show out on Netflix. This is not a plug to Netflix. But I'll definitely have to give it a listen. I enjoyed the song a lot. And I know I love watching music shows, so I'll have to give this one a watch / listen. Connie says Mion, right? Or is it another girl? It looked like Mion. That was what I saw name wise on the credits here. All right. Yep, Mion. Very nice. Yeah, no, I enjoyed this a lot. His voice was really interesting. I like the kind of he's kind of got like a good like lower mid-range tone, and I was kind of surprised because again, some of these groups I have no idea like genre wise or anything, but though I did kind of have at least a little bit of an idea that it was just going to be a Japanese group. So I was either thinking, okay, it's either going to be like borderline rock or metal, or it's going to be kind of like a rock ballad. And I feel like this one kind of falls in that rock ballad category. But I really liked this a lot. I think the vocals were, again, really nice. The instrumentation was probably equally as standout. I loved a lot of the movement of the track. I think sometimes, like, with ballads, like, I appreciate the level of movement within the track, and I felt like this one definitely had some of those, like, big swing moments in the track. Like, I loved a lot of the violin sections, and like there's a beautiful like piano sections as well throughout the song. And I think they keep the interest moving, which I appreciate. The bridge I appreciated the most because I think that they kind of did a lot of different stuff and then kind of came out at the end with like either like a key change or they maybe went a half step up measure wise, but it was just so much fun. And I think that the way that they closed the song out was just really, really intense, but like in a good way. I think it kind of comes to a really good complete end to the track. So excited to check out the show, and obviously the emotion behind these songs, because I thought it was really nice. So I enjoyed this. This was rad. So Biscuit says, I heard about Glass Heart, and Gongi says the people in this MV are not a part of the show. Very interesting. That's a interesting reasoning. I have no idea, but very, very unique. Gunky says, I like a bunch of the other songs in the show even more, which is great since this song is really good. I would also agree with that. So very nice. Very nice. Cool shit. We're going to keep it moving. We've got a few more. We're cruising along here. We've got Unhi. They have Mush Venom, Just This, and the song is called Take It, is produced by Groovy Rooms. Very interesting. And they also said flashing lights warning. All right, you've got your warning here, so be prepared, chat. Check it out.
아, 딴 데는 프로듀서가 다 도와주는데 이 새끼는 지 혼자 다 하려 그러고 이거 완전히 릴보이 우승 그 자체네.
아니 무슨 그런 말을.
그래서 준비했다 옛다 멋있게
Let's go 명절에 미우직 첫처럼 아니 보기 싫어도 스쳐 지나간 그녀와 그는 4월까지 건너라 다 가져라 받아라 내 길을 막힘하게 out of my way 그까지 건너라 다 가져라 내 길을 막힘하게 out of my way 성공이 도래했다 우리부터 뿐인 대로 다시 거두겠다 난 무시하던 친구 고대랬나 뒤돌아 고대로 그때 왜 그랬나 꼭 파리할 거 없이 거르겠다 이제 돈 버는 법 듣도 했으니 너나 불속죄 하나 있다 갈아치는 널 타락했다 예예예 촉촉 박사들 이런 게 습하가지 사이를 외치고 사이를 뱉다 30년 지나 나 운한테 약했다 우려산 것까지 거 과무이분의 그래도 했다 오게 받아라 했다 인터넷 친구들 도네이션 했다 저스티스 손으로 잼밀이나 놀려 근데 너희 어머니의 페이버리 명가래버린 징처처럼 아직 보기 싫어도 스쳐 지나간 그녀와 그는 사이월까지 건너라 다 가져라 받아라 내 기름 막심하게 아로마 웨 그까지 건너라 다 가져라 내 기름 막심하게 아로마 웨
원래서 버렸으니 돈 옛다 멋이 톤으로 아가리네 높은 성적 갖고 싶으니 얘는 원해 my D 내가 TV나 쪼개니 착한 줄 알았지 근데 그 착한 줄 안 얘 몸도 착해 난 아가리 I love it when you nasty girl 그러니 옆으로 좀 훔쳐봐 그 페니스 그럼 보내볼게 trip 어디까지 가봤니 like 대한항공 네가 발도 나쁜 오빠 내 앞에서 만들게 착한 놈 다들 어디 가네 18 허승이야 너 3년 전과 똑같은 그게 더 문제 있다 My life's on a mission I'm sorry baby 너 사랑하긴 했어 없었을 뿐이지 내일이 어른들 말이 많네 이쁜 거 얼만 가네 근데 무릎 맨날 위험해 나 근데 누나 걱정하지마 그래 걱정은 나로 너도 알고 있잖아 저스티스처럼 보여주면 된다 명절에 미운 친척처럼 와야지 보기 싫어도 스쳐 지나간 그녀와 그는 사이월 끝까지 건너나 다 가져라 받아라 내 앞길은 막지막에 아로마 웨 끝까지 건너나 다 가져라 내 앞길은 막지막에 아로마 웨 머시베롱 톤으로 두둥둥장의 뱀들을 물리치고 나는 앞으로만 가라 100만에서 이제는 천만 제조기 성공과 실패 중 난택 1
야다 저스티스 톤으로 유정의 미련 예쁜 쇼미 이제 끝났으니 다시 한번 라임 비트 우리 할머니 말 따라 비즈니스 없어야 가족 있는 거다 야다 굴저 톤으로 명절에 미운 징처처럼 아직 보기 싫어도 스쳐 지나간 그녀와 그는 사이월까지 건너라 다 가져라 받아라
내 앞길은 막지막에 아로마 웨 끝까지 건너나 다 가져라 내 앞길은 막지막에 아로마 웨
Very nice, very nice. All right, this was Much Venom and Justice, called "Take It," produced by Groovy Rooms. Thank you, Uni, for the pick. If Uni, if you know, if I had to guess, I think Much Venom's the guy with the sunglasses, and Justice is the guy with the blonde hair. If I had to guess, if correct me if I'm wrong, but I like this. This was fun. I feel like we've been dabbling. We've been doing a little dabbling in the K hip hop. I don't know if this is technically would be, in the K hip hop category or not. But I feel like we've been dabbling. I hope we get to do some. If I feel like I'll put the pitch out now. I honestly don't know where I was going with this, but I feel like I'll put the pitch out now. If there is a K hip hop or K like rapper that you think we should check out, that you feel like is big enough to do a deep dive on, feel free to hit me up. I would be down to at least do something. I feel like we have kind of, again, dipped our toes into it. I feel like there are some artists that we have covered so far that like would warrant maybe a deep dive at some point. So I would love to cover hopefully more of them in the foreseeable future. But I thought this was fun. I love the horn section. I feel like anytime you incorporate like a good horn section in a song, there's just like a level of catchiness to the track that just I think amplifies it that much more. So I love the horn section in this. That really cool like acoustic guitar riff I thought was really fun too. The way that Groovy Room produced the song I thought was really good. But man, I feel like this song, and again, it speaks for the volume of character that we're working with here. I feel like Much Venom and Just This were incredible. Like I think the way that they kind of, at least from what I could gather from the song, like I love the like the bouts that they had like rapping wise. Like there was just something really good about Much Venom's like vocal section where I was just like, damn, he's got such a good cadence to him. Like I love like some of the rhythm, like the way that he kind of puts a little bit of a stank on his like vocals. Like he's got a little bit of grit. I love that. I think that's so much fun. And then when we got to Just This, I was like, oh shit, he's really good too. And like I like kind of the combination of them. I think they worked out really well together. I don't know if this is maybe the only track that they have done together collaborative wise, but I would love to hear more just because I think their voices and rap tonalities and like their delivery, I feel like they kind of pushed themselves up a notch more so as the song kind of progressed. So it was cool seeing them kind of dueling a little bit in that capacity in a, I'm sure in a very nice way, but like it just felt like it worked out really well. So really enjoyed this. Again, another really phenomenal song. Hopefully again we'll get into the K hip hop land in the foreseeable future, but I did enjoy this one. This one was fire. I'll be giving this one a listen again for sure. All right, we're gonna keep it moving though. Kala is next. We're doing Sion's Hide, which I did go and listen to. There was a Sion album I did deep dive on my own, and I don't know if it was from this album or not, but I did want to give a shout to it, because I was at work and I listened to it, and I was like, damn, this is good. We did do Social Avoidance, but I did go back and listen to Love. I went back and listened to Love. That was a great album. Shout outs to Sion, and also shout outs to Kala for showing us. But yeah, let's check out Hide. I'm excited. I don't think I have listened to this one, so let's give this one a jam.
Professor Hyde, won't you overtake my heart? Don't wanna hide no more my darkest desires. The deepest pain makes me swallow though I'm burning inside. Professor Hyde, won't you show your face? Yeah. Oh, mystic mirror, do you recognize me? I changed a lot, all my friends turned back on me. Yeah, they say you aren't who we used to believe. You're a green-eyed monster made of your greed. There's a venom in my system that keeps on killing my wisdom to not be somebody else, just me. It's a venom called addiction to money, fame, and possession. It demolishes identity. Too many CCTVs, the public eyes so strictly. The good boy complex, a chain on me. Yeah, yeah. Professor Hyde, won't you overtake my heart? Don't wanna hide no more my darkest desires. The deepest pain makes me swallow though I'm burning inside. Professor Hyde, won't you show your face?
Oh, yeah. His vocal delivery is so gnarly. Oh, love it. Woo. Great sax solo. Trumpets too. Oh.
I don't see myself, a puppet in a shelf. Am I ready to sell? Will you just use me? I don't feel myself, and so I hurt myself. Professor Hyde, will you come save me? I don't see myself, a puppet in a shelf. Am I ready to sell? Will you just use me? I don't feel myself, and so I hurt myself. Professor Hyde, Professor Hyde, won't you overtake my heart? Don't wanna
Very nice. All right. This was Sion's song Hide. If you're hanging out, and thanks for hanging, Kala. Thanks for the pick as always. The I don't want to say it, but I feel like maybe the number one Sion fan, I'll put it out there. I'll put it out there. Um this was great. I feel that the commentary I always give about Sion, I'm just like, damn, he keeps getting better and better, but like genuinely I feel like that is the truth. Like I can't lie, there's just something about his production, which shout outs to Son Yuji, incredible stuff. An incredible producer. They did a fantastic job, but I feel like his voice is so unique. There's something about it that just like whenever I listen to his music, I'm just like, there really isn't an artist that I can think of that replicates his voice in that sort of way. And I think that A is precious, and B I feel like is something that should be celebrated, right? Like I think he's got such a cool way of shifting his vocals in such a unique way, and this one plays with a lot of different like vocal nuances. Like I love that he's got that really good like low range like warmth to his vocal tones, but then like the way that he kind of inherently breaks his voice and gets into that falsetto tone, I think is just so cool, and like is so intentional. Like it's not like he's trying to do it in the sense of like, oh well, I can't sing this. It's like the intentionality behind it where like I'm gonna effectively alter my voice to get to that falsetto tone in a different way. I really like, and I think that just shows off his ability as a vocalist. But I also appreciate like a lot of the vocal bends in this. Like I think he was able to use a little bit more of his vocal distortion as well. The instrumentation in this song was incredible. I love like the saxophone, the horns, but just like the rhythm of the song I think worked out really well with the production of the song, and like the piano as well had some great movement too. I just think this kind of like again highlights the package that I feel like Sion typically brings to his music, and so I feel like whatever he comes out with, I'm always like patiently awaiting the next time that I can listen to it, because I'm just like, damn, I need to listen to this, and I'm like, oh well, I listen to this album in my free time and I'll go back and listen to it. And I think he's just such a unique vocal talent that I'm always glad that Kala shares his music with us, because I feel that he needs hopefully more people to have eyes on him, because he is unlike, I would argue, other artists that I have come across here in this space. So I hope he gets a lot of love, because he certainly deserves it. But yeah, this was fire track, 10 out of 10. No notes. This is wonderful. So thank you again, Kala. Much love to you. Let's see a couple comments here. Everybody was enjoying it. Kala says, I believe he mentioned he'll be releasing a new EP late September, so right around the corner. Love to see it. Kala says he's so good, and then an LMAO to my comment. For sure, he's a great artist. We love to see it. Shout outs to the great artists that we've heard tonight too, as well too. But we're gonna keep it moving. No Santa is next. They have chosen Legion Ah, which we have listened to a lot of Legion Ah music, and hopefully I don't want to beat a dead horse, but hopefully we'll be covering her in the foreseeable future. But No Santa has chosen Mystery Village, so let's check it out.
초록빛 하늘과 검은 구름 온갖 나무와 풀들로 가득한 이곳 신비로운 거울 손에 꼭 쥐고 있네 이곳 사람들 알 수 없는 표정을 하고 있네 사람들은 꿈의 보석을
god. Wow.
어서 일어나 잠에서 일어나 눈을 떠봐 난 언제나 널 믿어줄 거야 작은 소녀야 난 너를 믿어 You can lean on me 보이지 않는 것이 귀한 걸 어서 일어나 잠에서 일어나 넌 뜰 수 있어 You can lean on me 강한 힘 잘할 거야 우리 함께 가는 게 중요해 이 세상을 바꿀 작은 사람은 바로 너야
Wow, very interesting. All right, this was Legion Oz Mystery Village. Thank you, No Santa, for the recommendation. Oh man, Legion Oz is so cool. I really, again, very similarly to Kala, I want to thank No Santa for showing me Legion Oz because I wasn't familiar with her game prior to this. And wow, it is just so impressive. I would argue, I think this is one of my favorite songs that I've heard from her so far, in terms of the stuff that No Santa has shown me with Legion of. But I really enjoyed this. This was so interesting. I think these types of songs are always very unique to critique from my perspective, because I feel like there's so much nuance to the song that it's like, okay, cool. There's a lot of fun and intricate stuff going on with the track. But I do feel like I couldn't get it all out in one go if I tried. Like, there's just so much nuance and so much, like, there's so much unique stuff about the song that I don't even know if my commentary would cover it all. But I find that, like, her structure in her arrangement of songs are just so unique and different. And though we have listened to a lot of Legion Oz stuff, like, I can't really find a through line through her music other than that all of her songs are really unique. And I think that's really impressive to me. Like, this to me feels like there is such a uniqueness to the rhythm of the song. Like, there is, like, the way that, like, some of the piano chord changes are unique. Like, I definitely feel like this is in a unique time signature in terms of the musicality. And I think that she kind of rides the line between, like, really making her voice stand out, but also at the same point making these tracks sound really intense from a, like, musicality perspective. Wow, like, people could probably say that they enjoy this song, and that is probably true. But I also feel that if you are a musician and you, like, understand, like, music theory and, like, the different ways that this song kind of interacts with her and, like, the band, then I think you get so much more out of it, because there's a level of detail to the way that she arranges songs that I feel like may may overpass some people that aren't familiar with, like, the way that she goes about writing. So I think, to me, it's like the more that you dig into her music, I think that the more that, her ability as an artist kind of flourishes more. So I really love hearing her voice. Like, her voice is really incredible. I think it floats over the song. But also, I got to give a lot of props to her piano playing, because that's also equally impressive to be able to sing this song with like the way that the song switches time signature wise and rhythm wise. There's always something unique going on. I think that requires a lot of the brain to be able to do both of those things with such ease. So great stuff. This is, like I said, probably one of my favorites so far that we've listened to. It's just so good. So very nice. Let's see here. Cal says love her voice. Andy says love the piano. Agreed. Jazz says it's so pretty. Biscuit says yes, definitely. I assume into my comment. And No Santa says there's a part 2 to this. We'll do someday. Would love to check it out. So thank you, No Santa, for the pick. We'd love to see it. All right. We are going to be moving on to the next one. We've got a couple more, and then I can rest my eyes. We are doing Lucia, and the next song is Moonflower. So hopefully I pronunciated the band name right or artist name correctly, but let's check it out. Biscuit says Lucia, or Sim Gyo Sun, is a Korean singer-songwriter. Ooh, okay. Let's give it a listen.
눈이 내려 나를 덮으면 그 밤에는
Thank you, No Santa. It's all right.
마른 가지 희스무레하게 꽃눈이 맺혀오면 저문 6월 님의 품에서 이 향에 취했거늘 된 비 세차게 내리고 씻겨도 참아 떨치지 못하노라 아니 여실히 애써 기다려 무엇하랴 밑까지 꺾어 버려도 향기가 먼저가 중간인데 아니 여실임을 자꾸 사겨서 무엇할까 이 생에 살아서 못 만난 대로 어떠리.
God, these lyrics are fucking killing me.
날비치던 푸른 강가엔 쐐기풀이 웃자라고 구름 뒤에 어슴푸레하게
It's true, Kaylee.
숨은 내림의 얼굴이 임을 향한
My partner is gonna be like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, nothing.
가실 줄이 있으랴 꽃꽃에 이고 밟히고 짓이겨져도 또 피우고만 오라 오라 아득히 멀리 멎어버린 임의 향기여 뿌옇게 번지는 꽃무더기 헤치며 물어보노라 그런 내게서 짙게 베어버린 임의 온기여 떠나시던 임의 옷깃에 엉겨매 달려볼 것을 아니 여실임을 애써 기다려 무엇하랴 밑까지 꺾어 버려도 향기가 먼저만 중간인데 아니 여실임을 자꾸 새겨서 무엇할까
Bravo. Wow. God, man. Holy shit. All right. This was Lucia's Moonflower. Thank you, Biscuit, for bringing me to tears. Who left the bowl of onions out. Wow. This was so gorgeous. I think emotional would be an understatement to this song. Like it would not be giving it its flowers, but man, this was just so beautiful. Like I think from like not only the arrangement of the song, which was phenomenal. Shout outs to the live band doing the performance. They did incredible, so salutes to them. But I feel like the way that Simgyu like goes about singing, I feel like she sings with such conviction. There's just something about it that just has this like personal touch to it. You know what I mean? Like the lyricism was really deep. It had a lot of meaning to it, and like, you know, I just felt like I felt the emotions of the song. Like she was able to convey it so well and so eloquently that, you know, I think it touches you, right? I think there's just something about the song that, like, you know, you can't help but like I like, no joke, I had gotten multiple times where I was like got goosebumps and was like could feel like the well of emotions. Like, you know, obviously, like, to me, like, I could feel her pain in the way that she approached the song, and I think that really, you know, goes to say, like, you know, how well people kind of convey their emotions in the way that they sing, and I think this is a beautiful representation of that, certainly. Um, but yeah, there's just something about her vocals that just have like this like haunting beauty to it, and, you know, I think, like I said, she's able to convey such sorrow and sadness, or, you know, longing for somebody that I really haven't heard from an artist in quite a minute. So it was cool to hear kind of someone sing with that level of conviction and feeling. It just was, you know, it was an incredible sight to watch and to also hear. And I think she does a beautiful job of that. If her songs ballad wise are in that sort of category of musicality, then, you know, I'll have to give her some more of her music a listen. But I'll have to remember to bring a box of tissues next time, so I'm prepared. But this was, yeah, I didn't fully cry, but I could feel my eyes getting watery. You know what I mean? So you know, I was getting there. I think if she really just like nailed it home with like a really big like emotional, like, it was pushing, but like I was like, damn, it was close. I think it was like another 30 seconds or a minute longer, I think I could have definitely been, you could have witnessed me crying on screen, which has happened before, but I felt that I felt this was good. So great job, Visca. I appreciate it. Kaylee says, yes, put Brandon in the fields before bed. Andy says this is beautiful. Biscuit says she has really nice lyrics. Yes, I agree. My comment about the crying, I thought that was hilarious. Guggy says that was so good. Visca says, whoops. Yes, she gives me goosebumps. And yeah, this is a very representative of her sound. Very nice. Very cool. Thank you. Thanks for showing the class. We love to see it. So, all right. Well, we're switching gears entirely. We are doing Connie's pick next. They have chosen BAP's Coma. So, let's check it out.
네가 떠나버린 후에 난 네 손을 이뤄가 매일 밤 술에 취해 비틀거려 나 용을 뱉던 지갑던 네가 떠올라서 기분이 더러워하게 마치 소리 질러봐 돼지 거울 속에 비친 내 얼굴 살이 조각난 우리 사랑 같은 전부 잊어버린 그때 서서 나의 기억들을 찢어버려 난 어떻게든 네 속에서 기는 헤매다 그 자리에 What can I say 희미해져가 네 얼굴이 보이질 않아
움직일 수 없어
오.
속에서 느낄 수가 없어 눈물이 흘러
어린 기억 속에 갇혀서 너 제발 나의 손을 잡아줘 이게 대체 왜 쓰레기처럼 날 버렸어 대체 왜 아무것도 할 수 없어 대체 왜 나왜 너와의 추억들은 다 집어던져
어쩔 수가 없어 이렇게 바라볼 수밖에
움직일 수 없어 속에서 느낄 수가 없어 눈물이 흘러
너의 기억 속에 갇혔어 너 제발 나의 손을 잡아줘 이게 우리 쓰레기처럼 날 버렸어 대체 왜난 아무것도 할 수 없어 대체 왜 나의 너와의 추억들을 다 집어던져 널 찾고 있어 널 안고 싶어 심장이 더 들어가서
죽을까봐 정말 못 참겠어
기억 속에 갇혀서 너 제발 나의 손을 잡아줘 이게 불쌍해 쓰레기처럼 날 버렸어 대체 왜난 아무것도 할 수 없어 대체 왜 너와의 추억들을 다 집어던져
Wow. All right, very cool. This was BAP's Coma. Thank you, Connie, for the pick. Love to see it. This was great. Listen, y'all know we only get an opportunity. Well, that's not true. We do watch some live videos. But man, I love a live concert. I love getting to watch these clips. And shout outs to the people who put some of these together. They're awesome. Some of them are, really, really, really well edited. So shout outs to them. But I thought this was great. I know we have covered a few BAP songs. I feel like they, are certainly on our list of a group to deep dive into, certainly. But I really enjoyed this a lot. I think one of the biggest things, and I know I may have mentioned it in the past about BAP, but I find that their live performances just have so much energy. There's just something about their live charisma that is really great. Like, you could just tell they were really wanting to get the crowd engaged, really getting them to interact with them. So I appreciate that a ton, and I feel like that does, add leaps and bounds to the track, certainly. Not only I think from a live perspective, but I think as an individual that would, if I was to go see BAP, I think that would just leave a lasting impression on me, which is great. I think that the vocals as well as the rapping in this were both great. I love like the energy of their rappers. As I mentioned before, I feel like they do a great job of like, again, getting really into it, and it seemed like the crowd was hella engaged after that point. But I also thought like the rapping sections were super, super good as well too. So appreciate that. I also feel like the song equally was as good vocally. I think there was a lot of moments for them to shine. I would say more specifically like the bridge of the song and closer to the end where they were able to do like a little bit of ad-libbing at the end of the song. I think they did a great job of kind of not only I think highlighting their vocals in the group as a collective, but I think like a lot of the ensemble vocals were really incredible. Thought some of the harmony choice was also really good too, but it was cool to see them perform live. Like I said, I know that we have listened to a few, but it's been a hot minute, and I felt like this one was another good one that I'll have to add to the list of BAP songs to go back and listen to again. So very nice. Biscuit says BAP in all caps. Gungy says let's go. Biscuit says Coma is so good. I would agree. And Connie says I love them so much. The song is epic. Let's go. Let's go. Very nice. All right, we've got two more, and I can die after that. But Jazz is next, and they have chosen G Soul. Hate Everything. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with G Soul at all, so excited to learn more about them. So check it out.
첫 곡은
네, Hate Everything이라는 곡인데요. 제가 진짜 정말 모든 게 다 싫었을 때 쓴 곡입니다. 많은 분들한테 위로가 되고 좀 그랬으면 좋겠습니다.
그냥 행복해 보이는 채 내 머릿속의 사진 속엔 가장 예쁜 드레스 입고 웃고 있는 네 곁에 나
Not what I expected his voice to be, honestly.
내릴 때면
In a good way.
네가 싫어했던 그 영화처럼 회상만 가득한 날 모든 게 싫은 그런 날 노래를 부르는 것도 강한 척 하는 것도 너 떠난 것도 내 단점들도 너 새로 만난 사랑도 Hate everything, just hate everything right now 아무리 줘도 부족한 걸 알면서도 난 그렇게 널 영원히 옆에 두려고 아파하는 날 버려두고 비가 슬프게 내릴 때면 네가 싫어했던 그 영화처럼 후회만 가득한 날 모든 게 싫은 그런 날 이 노래를 부르는 것도 강한 척 하는 것도 너 떠난 것도 내 단점들도 너 새로 만난 사랑도 Hate everything, just hate everything right now 되돌릴 수 있다면 다 지워버릴 수 있다면 아름다웠던 시간들 Now it's just killing me Oh baby 노래를 부르는 것도 강한 척 하는 것도 새로 만난 사랑도 hate everything, just hate everything right now. Hate everything, just hate everything right now.
Man, the flex at the end. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
감사합니다.
All right. Very cool. This was G Soul. Hate everything. Thank you, Jazz, for the pick. I do have a commentary on this. Is this BB? I feel like if I'm not mistaken, I feel like it looks like BB. If it's not, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. I was like, is that BB? I wasn't sure. So cool. She was just chilling. Yes, our queen BB. But this is great. I I want to run back my comment that I mentioned before, about G Soul. I feel like I looked at him and I was like, man, I don't feel like that's the voice I would have expected him to have, which I'm grateful for because I think his vocals were incredible, obviously. But like on first listen, if I was to look at him, I'd be like, oh, maybe he's got like kind of a lower to mid range tone and had like a little bit of warmth to his like vocals. So to have his vocal kind of do this, I think was a pleasant surprise in a good way. So it was good hearing him. This, good introduction, I would argue. His vocals, man, wow, what a interesting set of vocals. I think to me, like what stood out to me the most was just like his way of going through the range. Like he had just a unreal way of kind of captivating, captivating people. Like it was just really, really good. And I think like the way that he like incorporated runs just felt so like effortless. There was just something about it. Like he just was holding the mic and just was like just going at it, right? And I just think that like what impressed me the most was like there wasn't even like he was just singing like as if he was normally singing. It just was like, if I could sing like that, I mean, I'd be singing the alphabet. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something about it that just was really impressive. And like, I think to me, it was just like, I just sat back in my chair and just listened, And I think there are some times where I'm like really critique heavy on some artists and, like for good reason, certainly, because sometimes they deserve the love. But I felt like with this song, I didn't really even have to say anything because I feel like his voice was doing the talking for me. And if you didn't feel like he was like going off as a vocalist, I would be really surprised. I would probably say you've probably listened to this again because there's just so much going on vocally that I think just impressed me. And I like just sat here like flabbergasted in a way of being like, wow, this is like, these are like the types of talents that are out there, and so it's really incredible. But yeah, he's got such a like good like mid to high range tone that so like cuts through the song so well. But I also feel like he is so talented in the way that he stylized his vocals that like he was doing like some runs and like ad libs and stuff at the end of the song, and I was just like, oh, you were already going crazy vocally already. Like there was no need to do that, but like I'm so impressed by the flex that he was just going at it and still just kept going like as if it was nothing happened. So it was really incredible, and I'm glad that Jazz shared with the class on that one. This was awesome. So Callis is gorgeous. Jazz also said, or Callis said gorgeous. Jazz says, formerly Golden used to be under JYP, and going to his concert was life-changing. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Uni says, that was incredible. I also agree. So very nice. We are moving on to the final one. We have Kaylee's choice. They have chosen I Mace and Mr. Moonlight. So I am not familiar with this one either. Very similarly to many, but I'm excited. Kaylee says that I Mace's music, his song Night Dancer really got really famous but I actually love his other stuff a lot more. So very nice. All right, let's check it out.
ダメだね、無れないあなたを忘れたいさよならしようぼかしてムーンライト星が光るみんな音が聞こえそうだ時を止めたような静けさの中僕はろうそくの火が途絶えるほどのため息をつく懐かしいらまぶたの裏側に映るのを苦しくて
The very swing big band influence is crazy.
目が慣れそうダメだね無れないあなたを忘れたいもういいだろっていいだろって慰めるような夜に見つけた真夜中に散んださよならしようぼかしてムーンライト干すのさいっぱい星が回りそうだ忘れさせてちょうだいそれなのに今日の夜は悲しさばかり膨らませては眠気を覚ます苦い思い出は懐かしいら前触れもなしによみがえるのかさぶたが剥がれて消えてを繰り返す日々辛くてさダメだね無れないあなたを忘れたいもういいだろっていいだろって慰めるような夜に見つけた真夜中に散んださよならしようぼかしてムーンライト明日が始める時間が戻ってくもういいかもっていいかもって思えるようになって気づけた真夜中の裏側おはようしようあなたは
Halftime. All right, very cool. This was iMaze's Mr. Moonlight. Thank you, Kaylee, for the pick. This was very fun. Very Uni says so fun, great one to end off on. I agree. I enjoy this a lot. This one had just a lot of life to it. I love kind of the like major key focus track that was really, really good. His voice is really fun. I like the way that he kind of shifts through like his chest to falsetto tone. He kind of does like a little voice break, and I like that. I do that myself unintentionally all the time, so I would love to figure out how to do it so I can incorporate it into singing tone potentially. But I felt like this was definitely a little different from what I maybe had imagined it to. But I definitely appreciate like the nuance of the song. Like I love like the jazzy big band swing influence of the song. I thought that was very interesting. I feel like a similar comment to that of Gunky making earlier. But there's just such a cool like nostalgic sort of feel or classic sort of feel to this song, but I also feel like a lot of the production kind of feels a lot more modernized, and I think they did a great job of still giving it that like that jive feel that you would get in sort of a swing big band sort of song, but still kind of bringing it to the 21st century, certainly. So I appreciate that a ton. And like I said, his voice, I feel like just kind of adds that sort of complimentary tone to it. I love that halftime section. I feel like the way that they kind of expanded the song towards the end was great. I kind of wish it was maybe like a bar longer, but I feel like that's maybe a very, 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 very small gripe to a really great track. So I enjoyed this. I'll have to check out more of his music. I feel like I don't know if Kaylee has shown us I Mace before, but this was a great song. I enjoyed it a lot. Jazz says that was great. Biscuit said so fun. Connie says nice song. Kaylee says just for reference, this MV has less than 1 million views, and his other song Night Dancer has 296 million. Only the MV on YouTube too. Spotify is more. Holy shit, that is that is quite the difference. Cal says hell yeah. Kaylee says I don't think so. I could be wrong. Very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, great stuff. I'll have to like I said, I'll have to give it I'll give him a subscribe. I like I said, not familiar with his game before this point, so I feel like this was a good introduction, I would argue. So very nice. Thanks y'all for joining Chaos Stream. If you're new, I do these every once in a while. I haven't done one in quite a moment, but it was cool that we did one tonight because I didn't really have anything planned, so it was fun. Wednesday we are doing Connie. We're doing the Connie stream. We're doing CN Blue live. So come through Wednesday. It's gonna be a blast. We have done the concert series here. So come join Wednesday. And I will be streaming Friday, or excuse me, not Friday. I will be streaming Saturday, because Monday, if you live in the States, is Labor Day. So I figured I'm not going to be streaming Monday. So come join Saturday for the stream. Maybe we'll do a deep dive. Maybe we'll do albums. Maybe we'll do something. We'll figure it out. And if you are new, feel free to come join the Discord. Would love to see you there. Discord is incredible. All of the people here in chat are wonderful, so please go join. Would love to see you there. So come through. Also, massive shout outs to Jazz. Jazz did it. Hey, let's go. Big kudos. Big kudos to Jazz. I was not expecting this. That's awesome. Shout outs. Kudos, Jazz. Have you deliberated? Jazz says, by the way, y'all, I was juggling between so many options, but I finally made a decision. Hey, let's go. Cookie says, you let me know that I have a 3-day weekend. Thanks. I forgot about Labor Day. Hey, let's go. We love a Labor Day. So Andy says, I don't know if Andy's been around here long enough. Andy, if you get 100,000 channel points, you can do a deep dive of your choice for whatever group. If we've covered them already, obviously you could pick another group, but that's the vibe. So Jazz says it's Golden Child. Okay. I'm not familiar, but I'm sure I will be getting familiar. So very nice. Yeah. So if you come hang out and chat, Andy, keep your points. Then if you get 100,000 channel points, then you're in the clear. So very nice. Congrats, Jazz. Love to see it. We are vibing. So very cool. Again, if you're new here and you have not joined Discord, please do it. Would love to see you there. If you are watching this on Patreon, everything's up to date. If you're watching this on YouTube, come join Patreon. I post these videos probably about a month in advance, if not maybe a little longer. So everything is scheduled. So please come through. Would love to see you in the lives, especially if you're watching on YouTube. I do these Monday, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. So come through. Would love to see you. Kaylee says, I love Labor Day only because my birthday is near, so I always get a long weekend for it. Hey, let's go. So very cool. Happy early birthday, Kaylee. I'm sure you'll let chat know when your birthday is in Discord, but very nice. Thanks y'all for the great vibes, the great music. Y'all are incredible as per usual. So hope to see y'all Wednesday for Connie's CN Blue deep dive, or not deep dive, but CN Blue concert series. So we'll see you Wednesday for that, and come join Saturday for another fun time. So see you there. Good night. Peace, y'all.